the community, with the decision to be made public in 10 days' time. Vlasakis pleaded guilty to committing 4 of the infamous murders and gave evidence against his co-accused at trial. The High Court has granted special leave to hear the appeal against the sentence imposed on Emma Lovell's killer. Georgia Condek reports.
The beloved mother of 2 was stabbed to death at her North Lakes home on Boxing Day in 2022 during a violent home invasion. The then 17-year-old pled guilty to her murder and was sentenced to 14 years in prison with a non-parole period of 70%. Earlier this year, his lawyers successfully appealed the sentence with his time reduced to 60%. Today, the Attorney-General confirmed her special leave to hear the appeal against the sentence was approved by the High Court. In a statement, Deb Frecklington said she's determined to pursue all available legal options to seek justice for the Lovell family. The future hearing date has not yet been set.
A warrant has been issued for disgraced former football agent Ricky Nixon's arrest. The 62-year-old faced the Melbourne Magistrates Court this morning accused of threatening a police officer over social media. His matter was stood down in order to have a conference with prosecutors about his case. But when it was recalled a few hours later, he failed to show. A recent health survey has found only 32% of patients feel they could get adequate specialist care if they needed it. Many specialists are increasing their out-of-pocket fees, making it unaffordable for most people. Federal Health Minister Mark Butler says he's considering new laws to rein in costs.
But I know that the access and affordability for non-GP specialist care is getting out of control, and I've made it really clear to doctors' groups that from my point of view, all options to start to get that back under control are on the table.
Critics claim the decision to approve the billion-dollar covered AFL stadium will set the state back decades. Upper House MPs in Hobart debated the crippling cost until late last night before eventually voting 9 for and 5 against. Prominent Tasmanian lawyer Greg Barnes says the location is particularly problematic.
Right up hard on the waterfront, not much room to move. I'm told by some who have been working on the project that there are already problems being identified with access. There were other places to build this stadium, more suitable sites, but they were just ignored. It was simply it's either here or we don't have one at all.
Now turning to FIVEAA sport, and Australia's 1 for 80 in its first innings in the second Ashes test at the Gabba. Travis Head the man out for 33. Earlier, England was bowled for 334 when Jofra Archer fell for 38 to a stunning outfield catch from Marnus Labuschagne.
Should be safe. Oh, remarkable! Marnus, you beauty! What a catch!
And that audio thanks to Fox Cricket. While Tasmania is 8 for 161 in the Sheffield Shield clash with SA at the Adelaide Oval. Rory McIlroy's in danger of missing the cut at the Australian Open in Melbourne. He's 9 shots off the lead. Rasmus Nygaard-Peterson and Daniel Rodriguez share the lead at 9 under. And 3-time premiership winning Crow Stevie Lee Thompson has announced she's hanging up the boots. Now checking FIVEAA traffic.
Afternoon at Glenelg East, a crash to look out for. Brighton Road near Broadway. Plimpton, smash and Anzac Highway near Stonehouse Avenue. Athelston, Burst Waterway and Gorge Road near King George Avenue. And a couple of breakdowns on the freeway. One near Stirling and one near Bridgewater, both on the down track. Cameras, Main North Road, Blarathal and Military Road at West Beach. Score more this summer at Liquorland. Score 10 times Flybuys points on selected summer faves every week until 6th of January. T's and C's apply. Choose to drink wines. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on FIVEAA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Mostly sunny and 29, 22 with a possible shower tomorrow. Partly cloudy and 21 on Sunday and sunny and 26 for Monday. Right now, 27. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Brenton Radless.
We begin tonight with breaking news.
With the news that matters to you.
The government insists it's a win for the state's economy.
9 News is covering the stories that matter to South Australians.
Brazen daylight firebombing attack of a Torrensville supermarket.
Adelaide is your city. 9 is your news.
Streaming live via the 5AA Player app, on DAB Digital Radio, and on 1395 AM. This is 5AA, always Adelaide. The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey.
I am flabbergasted.
And Timmy G.
Absolute sports festival.
Yes, good afternoon. All is well on this Friday, the very first Friday of December. And boy, does it feel like it. There's sport everywhere you look as well today and this weekend coming. But the big question is, have we got everyone here on the show today? Let's find out. Rowey, Timmy G, good afternoon.
Well, I am. I know we'll get to that. Thank you, Sammy. A magic day in Adelaide, wrecked by a superb ton overnight by Joe Root.
Tuck fine, it should get there. Start chase for a boundary. It's a first Test century on Australian soil for Joe Root. A century that's been 12 years in the making. His 40th in Test match cricket, and who knows, maybe the one that he will savour the most.
Now, the reason we're going there, Timmy, welcome.
Welcome.
Is because yesterday on the show, he was on about 30, looking as good as he always does.
Yeah.
He chanceless. Well, unless Smith had caught that one diving across firstly.
That was a bit, yeah.
He got a glove on it.
Oh,
I'd have caught it.
He got a fingertip on it.
He got a fingertip on it. Anyway, I said this. Joe Root, he hasn't made a ton in Australia. He's not going to get one this series either. What's he on? What's he on first?
61 not out.
No.
Yep.
If he gets 100 on, not in tomorrow.
Yeah.
I will not come in.
Won't come in. Start.
Well, imagine all the Poms getting into me.
Get your 6 certificate ready, mate.
Well, 822 388 get into me.
Wow.
Joe Root did it. It's on the back of what's a sporting bet or wager you won or lost. Now, that wasn't a real bet, that one. That was just a statement. But we want to hear those sporting statements. Just on Joe Root, 159 tests, 13,688 runs. It's his 40th test ton. He averages over 50, 51.45. He's closing in on Sachin Tendulkar. Like, if he's 34, another 2 seasons, he'll be the greatest batsman of all time. ICC number 1 batsman 9 times. Now, I have fun paying him out. It's more his surname, and Warner had a fight with him when he was younger, punched him in the gob and all that sort of stuff. But he is truly one of the absolute greats now. His record is unbelievable.
Yeah, and look, that was probably one of the last bastions for him to get 100 on Australian soil.
And he's done it.
And he's done exactly that. So, well done and well batted.
Good
Congratulations.
Luck to him. Now, on the back of that, sporting bets or wagers that you've won or lost, Matty Hayden had a good one about him getting a ton on Australian soil.
G'day, Joe. Congratulations, mate, on 100 here in Australia. Took you a while, and there was no one that had more skin in the game than me. Literally, I was backing you in for 100 in a good way. So, mate, congratulations. 10, 50s, and finally 100. You little ripper, mate. Have a beauty and bloody enjoy it.
Yeah, well done. So it was a bet or a wager. I bet he does or I bet he doesn't. It was on the back of he was on a podcast and had this to say.
I'll walk nude around the MCG if he doesn't get 100 this summer.
If he doesn't get 100.
That's right. Ooh. I will walk nude around the MCG.
Well, he predicted it well, didn't he? Second test, he gets the ton for him, so I bet you that's a big relief. You would not have wanted it to go down to the fit test. That would have been a worry.
And then you've got to get your gear off. He would have had to take his hat off and cover up his privates.
Oh, well, that would cover everything, I think.
But we've all made big statements, sporting wagers and big bets that have either come off or haven't. We want to hear yours for a bottle of Rusden Blackgut Shiraz. Timmy, you'd have a couple, surely.
Well, I was involved with a stoush, and his name is David Armfield. I'll reveal him, the pest of a runner that we had during our career and fitness coach. And he was always a big noter of, and he thought he could play golf. I got these golf clubs given to me for my 30th, so it gives you an idea how long ago this was.
Are they the ones you play with now?
Correct.
Good luck.
And he said to me, that is like giving strawberries to pigs. He said, it's a waste of time. Those clubs won't make you a better player. Yeah. I said, I beat you. And he goes, you ever beat me? You know, and he made this big statement. Anyway, we had a game. We went out to North Haven, and Paul Rosonico played with us as a witness. And it was whoever wins, big full on. Anyway, he made this statement. Before we hit off first hole, he said, if you beat me today, I'll catch the Outer Harbour train nude into the city. And I said, you beauty, right? So we play. That's
an incentive, Timmy.
It is so close. I've been behind a couple of strokes. On the 7th, I catch one up. He had a horror. On the 8th, I'm shot up, right? He has to.
So it's 9 holes?
9 holes. He has to attack here. Right? So he goes and he slices. He's into what I call the forbidden forest. Of course, he says trees are 90% air, and he's going to try and come out. And all I could hear is whack, boom, 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 bang, whack, boom, 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 bang. And it just kept going.
He's there for 3.
Anyway, the groundskeeper there, I knew him, Malcolm Ross, and he came past, said, what's happening? I said, he's going to catch that train nude if I beat him. And I said, and this is what's happening. He said, leave it with me. So anyway, I chip up, I've putted out, I'm waiting for him to come to the green. And, of course, he has got a steam up. He is that angry. He finally gets his shot up onto the green, and the groundsman comes past on the tractor and says, tickets for Outer Harbour. Tickets for Outer Harbour. No clothes required. Anyway, he didn't do it. He still owes me. He still owes me.
See, that you've got to do
30-year-old debt. He still owes me a nude ride from Outer Harbour into the city. I can't wait for it to happen.
I lost a bet and I said I'd run off the end of the Henley Jetty nude, and I did.
You did it, though.
Yeah.
See, you pay up.
I just cupped the Jimmy and Phil crackers so no one could see.
But
I
like
went off the end. Did a backflip off the end. Boom.
Wow, a backflip. Yeah. See, you add to your bet.
Did I do that on air? I did one on air years ago. No, that wasn't a bet.
Different.
So what's a bet similar to that you've had, a sporting bet, a sporting wager? If you can give us a good story like that one, that's a ripper. But you've got to have paid up, surely. Got a bottle of Rusden Blackgut Shiraz. England won the toss, batted at stumps. They were 9 for 325. Joe Root, as we said, 135. His 40th Test ton. Mitch Starc, again, 6 wickets. The man is a star. We rolled them early for 334 today from a terrific Marnus catch in the outfield.
Should be saved. Oh, remarkable! Marnus, you beauty! What a catch. The athleticism, the anticipation. That's a classic.
Well, we're 1 for already. Travis Head just lollied one up at the sky mid-on, took it. Labuschagne's not out 6, Weatherald 41. We're 1 for 86 in reply. Here's another stat with Joe Root. Joe Root has never won a test on Australian soil.
Never won one?
And not likely to.
Oh, no, please, just hold your gunpowder.
Hold on.
Hey,
hold your gunpowder.
I've been going pretty good with my bets and sporting wagers and that lately, haven't I?
How do you judge that?
No, all the last one was good. Anyway, Head's back in the pavilion, Weatherald 41 off 41. 100%, here's a statement, 100% Cricket Australia has sent a fax to the Gabba curators, or an email now, they don't use faxes, and said, you better prepare a road. This has to go 5 days.
3 mil of grass. It's
they have
pitch.
cut that to be a road.
Well, it seems like it's playing nicely now.
You tell me if I'm wrong.
Usually it's about 8 mils of grass at the Adelaide Oval.
You tell me
nice
if I'm
and
wrong.
furry.
You tell me if I'm wrong.
About 3 mils.
It's a bloody road, mate.
It's flat. It's a Gabba wicket.
It's a Gabba wicket. This is going to go 5 days.
Nice green tinge about it. And still, the pink ball's still hoop
shortcut.
around.
There's probably a bit of moisture in it, but it's a shortcut.
Who thinks I'm right? 8223888. A little text went through.
But if we know that, why didn't you play Nathan Lyon? I think that might come back to bite us in this one.
Did you see that sook up that he had?
No, not another one.
Oh, he had a
not
massive
another
sook.
one.
He did. We'll play it a bit later. Stay with us. It was a ripper interview. He was not happy getting dropped.
Again?
Oh, he is throwing all the toys out of the cot.
Yeah, I reckon they probably maybe got it wrong in playing him in Perth and not playing him here, maybe reverse that.
They got seduced by the swinging ball at night.
Yeah.
Didn't really do much for him.
They didn't get the same facts that we're going to prepare a 5-day test wicket that's flat with 3 mil of rain on it. Grass.
It's complete windscreen's the only place that's got a fax, because you mentioned that a lot.
Okay. No, I mentioned the facts because that's how the Crows got in trouble. That's
that's the gag.
So if ever it's a bit of a gag, and clearly no one gets it.
The infamous tippet one.
If you send a fax, you're generally going to get caught out because it's, a private text, an email, a DM, is that what they're called?
Yeah, well, anybody can see a fax. Yeah.
Anyone can see it.
It just comes off on a rack. Yeah.
But that's what I mean. You've got to actually stand there and get it.
Wait for it.
How many FBI and CIA agents got caught out on a fax?
Yeah, Watergate.
Hey, this is great. The Tasmanian Upper House voted to clear away for the $1.13 billion Hobart Stadium and the AFL's 19th licence. Here's the CEO of the AFL, Andrew Dillon.
It's an historic day for the Tasmanian Devils Footy Club. We've had a long and detailed process in relation to the planning for the stadium, but with the vote last night, we now have certainty. A lot of hard work's gone into it. It's a great day.
Yeah, it is. The Greens said no. 4 independents said yes. It was 9-5. The AFL's kicking in 15 mil. The Commonwealth 240. The rest is Tasmanian state government funding. They move now from approval phase to delivery phase. Tenders will go out. Tenders will be awarded. They're going to probably, they reckon, February, March start. They got to get the ground ready and all that sort of stuff. I mean, honestly, it's exciting for them. I mean, that is exciting for them, isn't it?
Once the decision's made, full steam ahead. And,
get on with it.
They don't just need Tasmanian support. They're going to need the whole of Australia to support this. We all have to get down there and
get a membership or when they're on, go out and
watch
play.
a game.
Yeah, I agree.
Go and visit. We need to get that money back into that economy.
Yeah. Well, Benny Gale is the 3-time premiership CEO of Richmond, helped build that club, made that big statement at the start, we're going to get X amount of members, X amount of flag. Well, he did. He delivered on it. He's the CEO of the Tasmanian team. Have a listen.
That's pertinent because there is a hell of a lot of work to get done. In some respects, the real work starts now.
Well, I've got to tell you, the Tasmanian air's done well to him. His skin, his perplexion.
Yep.
He's got a quiff, got a real...
He's got a nice quiff going.
Grey little quiffy going.
So
that Tasmanian...
It could be the new look, the Tasmanian look. So
anyway, all they need now is a coach.
Yes, that's...
I was going through it.
I think now, once this has gone through, now they can start appointing people.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, before that, they probably held off and said, well, we're in talks, but until it's a reality, and now it is.
Yeah, well, 1 for 101, and Jakey Weatherald, 45
First 50
Test cricket.
Test cricket.
Well done, Jake. And he was bloody brave. He had some...
Head down, let's get the 100.
He had a couple of horrific shots that could have been caught, but they flew off the top edge and, one went for 4.
Yeah, there was one, but the others he's been
good.
What would you say? He's done them on purpose.
Now, he's been uttering every time the bowler comes in. Well, no, I think watch the ball, watch the ball.
Right.
Yeah, so keep doing it because there's 100 there for you, son. They've got a road. The Tassie Devils in the VFL next year, they're going to play 10 games, I'm pretty sure, in the VFL. In 2027, the entire season. In 2028, they will be the 19th AFL team. How good's that? Going to support them. A lot of people were foundation members for $15 or something. Sammy, how much was it?
I think it was about $10. Oh, I did it. I've got the sticker proudly on my desk at the minute.
Yeah,
I can't remember if I did or didn't. When they now call out for full membership before 2028, will you do that?
I'm a Crows man.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
You do it for the support, don't you?
Yeah, no, I reckon they're going to get a lot of dollars from the mainland.
So you're saying
for it to work. Everyone wants this to work.
There'll be a lot of clubs' second team.
I think that's the word. Actually, Timmy, that is the word I'm looking for.
I can see that because they're a bit of an underdog. Took them a long time. They're a natural footy state.
Feel good story as well.
And a feel good story, no doubt. But when we play them, I hope we kill them.
And just we're the same. But a lovely place to visit. I've only done it once, and God, that is a beautiful state, that Apple Isle. Have you say about that? What's your best sporting bet? 8223 0000.
It is 19 after 4, so we'll cross to the Gabba a couple of times during the show tonight. We'll chat to Jason Gillespie and Tom Wilson, who are both there at the ground. The voice of the NBL, John Casey, ahead of a big 36ers clash at home tonight, and then they'll play in Perth for what is Bryce Cotton's massive grudge match against the Wildcats Sunday. We have Chris McDermott. The slowdown is back for 2026.
I'm not playing, Chris.
Oh, how exciting is that? We'll get all the details. Alex Ross live from the Shield clash at Adelaide Oval, where South Australia taking on Tassie. Terry McAuliffe, Reds assistant Adrian Stenter, and a bottle of Rusden Black Guts up for grabs as well. For your calls tonight, 8223 0000. When a viewer or mate made a big statement or put down a big bet, because we love to hear those stories on a Friday. It's 20 after 4.
And especially if it's a nudie run.
Oh, yeah, we love
like
a nudie
good
run.
Nudie run.
Okay, we'll get those calls on the NX.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
5AA celebrates 12 days of Christmas with the Earl of Leicester, a stunning heritage pub on Leicester Street, Parkside, lovingly restored with the perfect balance of timeless character and modern warmth. Ideal for festive feasts. Merry Christmas from 5AA.
Recapture your sense of adventure today in the award-winning RAV4 at the new Jarvis Toyota, Brighton Road, Somerton Park. With class-leading safety as standard, Enjoy improved fuel economy with RAV4's leading two-wheel drive or all-wheel drive hybrid electric models. RAV4 is in stock and ready to go. Come and experience the difference and take a test drive today at the new Jarvis Toyota, Brighton Road, Somerton Park.
Build like a brick house. Basic Trailers make quality trailers of all sizes here in Adelaide. Made with Australian steel, you get 12 months warranty and factory direct pricing across SA. Visit basictrailers.com.au. Basic Trailers. Basically better.
Who wants to go on a holiday? Dreaming of your next getaway? With Travel Auctions, the choice is yours. From powered sites for caravanners to holiday cabins, relaxing cruises and hotel escapes, there's something for everyone. And here's the best part. You bid the price you want to pay. With Travel Auctions, it's as simple as placing your bid, and if you are successful, hello holiday. Travelauctions.com.au or call 1300 656573. No hidden fees, just great deals.
There's taste bud titillations, decadent desires, and the mammoth hamper. Merry Christmas, folks. I'm Brett Charlesworth, and they're just 3 of the mouth-watering Christmas gifts we make for you at Charlesworth Nuts. With 90 different gifts from as low as $15, there's literally something for everyone. So make your list, pick the perfect Charlesworth gift for each person, and then watch their eyes light up on Christmas Day. Everyone loves Charlesworth, so you can't go wrong. 11 family-owned stores or shop online. Why Charlesworth? Because fresh nuts taste better.
Here's an important air conditioning tip from Morford Air. Never give your teenagers control over the aircon remote. Your energy bills could go through the roof. Instead, for summer, set it around 21 degrees. It's the most energy efficient temperature. And if you turn it on early, before the teens are out of bed, your system will have less work to do, keeping your home cool all day. When it's too hot or cold to bear, reach for the Morford Air. morfordair.com.au.
Morford Air. No more. Ugh. No more. If you need to improve your joint mobility and flexibility, try Arbor Vitae Joint Health for the relief of pain and other symptoms associated with mild arthritis and inflammation. Arbor Vitae, it's wellness backed by science. The main ingredient, pycnogenol, has been widely studied for 40 years with more than 160 clinical trials and 450 scientific publications. For more info on Arbor Vitae's products and its own clinical study, visit arborvitae.com.au. That's arborvitae.com.au. Available in all major chemists and health food stores. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Flicked away, 50 for Jake Weatherall, and what a time to do it as well. We'll enjoy that. Take a deep breath, raise the bat.
At 24 after 4, that was the Fox Cricket call of Jake Weatherall's 50, his first in Test cricket. Australia are 1 for 111. They're going at 6 and over at the moment. Travis Head got out in the 30s. Labuschagne's 21 not out alongside him at the moment. We'll take your calls. Those big bets that you've put down in the past, have they come through? Have you had to follow through with them? 8223 0000 for a Blackgut Shiraz. Let's check your roads.
Afternoon, a couple of crashes look out from the drive home. One at Glenelg East, Brighton Road near Broadway. Another one at Plimpton, Anzac Highway near Stonehouse Avenue. And Athelston, Burst Waterway, Gorge Road near King George Avenue. Super busy at Flinders Park, Forks and Grange Road and Holbrooks Road, with the camera Crittenden Road at Findon. Moving house is hard. Origin is making it a little easier by helping you move your electricity, natural gas and internet in one easy call. Origin, all kinds of useful. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
I want to know, when you do have a sporting bet, why do we always do? If that happens, I'll run down the mall naked. If that happens, I'll run the Henley Jetty naked. If that happens...
I'll catch the outer harbour train into town. Nude, yes. Thank you, David.
Why do we always threaten to take our gear off?
I think because it's a thing that you shouldn't do, and you shouldn't...
so it has maximum impact.
Yes.
What's the most maximum impact? Get all your gear off.
Yeah, you shouldn't be nude. It's as simple as that.
I'm going to walk down the end of the jetty, drop my decks and do a windmill.
I think it is indecent exposure.
That's what that would be, but that's right.
That's
so why don't women do it?
Because they're smarter.
What does the woman say?
Way smarter than us.
If that happens, I'm going to get all my gear off and I'm going to walk down the Rundle Ball.
Not once have they ever thought of that.
Has there ever been a woman?
Every bloke has either thought about it or said it or done it or made a bet.
But that's the difference between men and women. Has a woman ever said, I'll get my gear off?
Too smart for that. Let's go to Rick and Elizabeth. Rick, has this happened to you?
Afternoon, gentlemen.
Afternoon.
Yep. Head's already bowed.
Oh, okay. Tell us how. Tell us how it happened.
Well, look, and back in the 70s, the girls did do it too.
Yeah, that was when it was a little bit more, whatever you call it.
All right. Yep. Anyway, I'll tell you my story. Back in the 70s, late 70s, on a Sunday, the pubs used to be closed.
That's correct.
Or they used to do session times.
Yep.
So we used to make runs out of the country towns. So this particular Sunday arvo, we went out to the Barmer Hotel.
Ah, good job.
And because if you go in there and fill out like a chit, sign your name in that and say you're a bona fide traveller, you could get served all day.
Yeah, right.
So anyway, there's always a way around everything. So, how talk gets, and the word, the talk come up is like about the nudie runs and that, and you probably wouldn't do this, and you certainly can't say that to me, because if you can't or you won't, I probably will. And so the bet was, if they want to buy me beers for the rest of the arvo, I would ride the 754 Honda that I rode up there around the corner 10 Ks to Pelican Point. It was a nudist beach.
Oh, perfect.
From the Barmer Hotel in the Nick, do a lap from one end to the other, run, back to the other end, get back on the scoot and back to the pub, because I had to get back there because my gear was there.
Oh, dear.
And the family jewels really didn't appreciate getting back on that bike after.
Especially if that leather seat was hot.
Anyway, I did it, and I got beers. I should have asked for, some spirits. And then we all used to rock around to Monash, to the giant swing park there, and try and kill ourselves.
Gee, where's Rick? What a weekend.
Have you ever been to that Monash park, the kids' park? How hot does that still get for the kids?
Well, very
You wouldn't want to do a slide on that without your clothes on.
At least he was in the right environment when he went to the nudist park.
Rick,
right area.
Story.
Well done, mate.
You got your gear off. You honoured your bet. Well done.
All right, let's go to Robert. Robert, got some thoughts on the Tasmanian Stadium?
Yes, I have. I'm ashamed to be an Australian, in the sense that the Tasmanian government are broke, and they're going to put extra pressure on all the Tasmanian people. The AFL have gone mad. That the stadium will never ever get filled as long as as it points to the ground. But also, when you've got $1.13 billion going on a stadium for sport, when you've got kids starving all around the world, that's why I feel ashamed to be an Australian.
Yeah, strong words, Rob. Yeah, I get where you're coming from. I'm not going to shoot you down, but there's Commonwealth funding, there's AFL funding. It's 23,000. They're dreaming of a. Well, I'll answer it like this, Robert. If you think 550 million all those years ago on our stadium here wasn't worth it, and it has been, look at what it's meant for the state coffers, for small business, for restaurants, cafes.
Like I said, I think it's the whole of Australia's got to support this Tasmanian venture now.
I get where he's coming from when he's linking it to. It is appalling that there's a kid in the world in 2025 that can't get at least a bowl of rice or some water or fresh water. That is a joke, but that's more than a stadium. That's a bigger issue, I think.
Dirk on the unique home-style food text actually said 15 mil from the AFL is such unders. This is the way I feel about this. Will there be any ongoing support year on year? 50 mil a season should see them out significantly. Understand that, Dirk. I think they need to dip in a bit more here. And you know what? With those restrictions that were put on, or the caveats that were put on by the independents, I think it probably can blow out and will. Who's picking that up? I think the AFL have to put the hand in the pocket.
Saw a stat the other day, 78% of people that are living in poverty that can't get a feed, that can't have any food, live in deserts. What grows in deserts other than sand?
cactuses.
There's no water. No, but this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So there's a bigger problem.
I thought it was a
There
trivia
are people
question.
starving, and that is sad, but they live in bloody deserts.
Right.
Last I look, it doesn't rain in deserts. They can't grow rice.
Let's get to a break. We're going to cross to the Gabba next. Jason Gillespie is standing by on day 2.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, I'm Kendall Brettig. The Liberals are without a leader after Vincent Tazia's sudden decision to quit this afternoon. Raids on the Rebels bikie gang have uncovered drugs, cash and guns, with 12 men arrested. The first of 60 brand new electric buses will hit the road in Adelaide next week. And the Aussies are 1 for 126 at the Gabba after bowling England out for 334. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon at Glenelg East, a crash, Brighton Road near Broadway, Plimpton, smash and Anzac Highway near Stonehouse Avenue, and Athelston burst Waterway and Gorge Road near King George Avenue. Slow going South Road, Edwardstown busy, Tapley's Hill Road, Glenelg North with a camera, Main North Road at Enfield. The Chemist Warehouse Christmas fragrance sale is on now. Spoil yourself or your loved ones this Christmas with big brand fragrances at the lowest prices. Shop Chemist Warehouse in store or online today. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The chance of a shower tonight and tomorrow, a high of 22, at the moment 24. More news at 5 o'clock on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Well, it looks like everyone's favourite Environment Minister, Murray Watt, has done it again.
David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
The man who was slow on the uptake about the existence of the algal bloom and still insists that it is not a natural disaster.
5AA Breakfast.
He's snubbed the farmers, in particular, of the Eyre Peninsula to have a Bureau of Meteorology radar.
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
Well, they just spent $96 million on a website that everybody hates.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Trust FIVEAA, your local independent SA family liquor store, to recommend something a little fancy. Here's a very special label to look for, a true product of South Australia. This is a blend for all occasions with an impressive vintage of 50 years. And boy, hasn't it aged well. It comes from a special family too, and you'll find their name is proudly displayed for all to admire. It's FIVEAA, 3 generations celebrating 50 years. FIVEAA, your local independent SA family liquor store since 1975.
So, turns out, if you scan your RAA card at Caltex, you can get 10 cents off every litre of fuel. Woo!
Right now, it's even better to be an RAA member with even bigger savings at the pump. 10 cents off per litre at Caltex.
It's beeping busy in here.
T's and C's exclusions and transaction limits apply. Available from the RAA website. Discount available at participating Caltex service stations in SA only. Offer for a limited time and subject to change.
Ray White, big name in real estate, but also the biggest name in business broking. What makes us big? Our people, like Brett Buckley and his team. MBA, lecturer, and multi-time SA Business Broker of the Year. Brett doesn't just read a P&L, he feels it. If you're selling or expanding your business, Brett can take your business apart and find you more money. And we're not talking small change. Go on, touch base with Brett. Search Ray White Business Sales SA.
Need a new TV before Christmas? Want it delivered and installed? Go Harvey Norman. Right now, get bonus local delivery and wall mount installation before Christmas on selected in-stock TVs 65 inches and above. That's right, unbeatable deals on the big brands. Plus, bonus local delivery and wall mount installation before Christmas. Plus, if you purchase with a soundbar, we'll install that too. Best brands, best range, best prices, plus bonus pre-Christmas delivery and installation. Go Harvey Norman. Offer ends Monday. Conditions and exclusions apply.
Go Vita, your local health food shops. With 40 years health and wellness experience and over 300 natural health practitioners specialising in you.
Hi, I'm Sue from Go Vita Semaphore. Relax and unwind with Cleopatra's Magnesium Chloride Flakes, 1 kilo. Save 15%, now $16.95. Cleopatra's Magnesium Chloride Flakes are sourced from the Pure Zechstein Sea. Perfect for a soothing recovery bath.
Go Vita, Colonnades, Fairview Green, Marion, Mount Barker, Semaphore and Tanunda.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
It is 25 minutes to 5. Chris McDermott to join us soon, and John Casey as we preview the 36ers tonight. A good text here from Bruce before we get to our next guest and cross to the Gabba. We have Bruce saying, I was listening to a 5AA call of a Port Adelaide AFL match. Darryl Poole lining up for a goal, a set shot 15 metres out directly in front. KG said, if he misses, I'll jump into Westlake's nude. Cornsey enthusiastically chanting for Poole to miss, and he did. Cornsey went ballistic with joy. KG reneged, kept his modesty by jumping into a water tank at Footy Park in some clothes. How's that for a good story?
See, I love those. That is a great text.
Very good text.
I reckon I can remember that.
But you know what? Pay up your debts, Ken.
You do.
Come on.
Yeah, it's not too late, Ken. It's not too late.
Or don't threaten to get your gear off. And I think the reason is
do it on the Sunday roast.
No, thank you.
It's a bit like the old saying, I'll walk to China and backwards. No one's going to walk to China and
But don't make the big statement like that if you're not going to do it. Back it up.
But you make the big statement because it's likely to happen. Paulie shouldn't miss 15 out directly in front. So that's KG's way of going, as we all do. Mate, I'm as safe as houses here. What? He missed? I'm going to get my gear off. Oh, God.
I tell you, a man who never backed out of his bets. Well, we're going to find out anyway. He's there at the Gabba. He is a Test legend himself. He's in the 200 Club as well. G'day, Jason Gillespie.
G'day, Timmy. G'day, Rowey. Thanks for having me, boys.
Hey, gee, this has been a test. This is more like it, I reckon. We're not going to go 2 days this time, but the pitch itself, I was told prior to the beginning that it would bat well day 2, day 3. Is it turning out like that?
Oh, most certainly, Timmy. Australia at lunch or the tea break, whatever you want to call it, these day-night tests. 100, 1 for 130. So Jake Weatherald and Marnus Labuschagne are both batting well. They've just brought up their 50-run partnership after the 77-run stand between Jake Weatherald and Travis Head. So you're exactly right. It's the surface has definitely settled down. And England, to be fair, haven't bowled particularly well, but the Australians have certainly capitalised on that bad bowling.
Very short. I actually thought we were a bit short in our innings, and somebody said it was a bit of an instruction, especially to young Doggett, to pitch it short. I just don't think that's his go either. Line and length is what he does really well. No. I was a bit surprised. Were we a bit short as well?
Yeah, we were, but I think it's the modern way, Timmy. I think the art of patience and discipline is kind of. There's so much impatience. Seriously, there's so much impatience with the ball. At the moment, I have not seen bowlers string together, multiple deliveries over and again, discipline lines, discipline lengths. It's almost as if that's gone out the window. There's just such impatience. Now, I don't know if that's being led by the bowlers or if that's being led by the captains, but it just seems that there's just such impatience and that old top of off stump or fourth stump line, that seems to have gone out the window. I don't know if it's a skill thing. Maybe the bowlers just can't execute their skills, but certainly what we've seen here at the Gabba, there's been a lot of short bowling, a lot of ill discipline, and I haven't been overly impressed with the bowling, to be perfectly blunt, except Mitchell Starc. He was outstanding.
Warning, another 6 foot. We've got to salute a first test on Australian soil in Joe Root, 138. God, he's a good player.
Yeah, Rowey, he was absolutely superb, and he played the innings well. He found the balance between attacking and absorbing good bowling, and that's kind of been the criticism of this England side. They go too hard that way, where they just look to dominate and don't respect the deliveries that are coming down at them. But I think Joe Root found that balance beautifully. Played well with the horizontal bat shot outside off stump and when it was straight, and then played dead straight down the ground with the vertical bat, which is very important on the Australian surfaces that are a bit faster and a bit bouncier. You must play that way. If you're playing in between and looking to play off the front foot through the offside to good length balls, you're vulnerable to hitting the ball or nicking it behind.
334. I know you got a bat on it each before anyone makes a comment. I think it was an Ian Chappell one, but it feels like that's about par.
The 334.
For England.
England would have liked to get a few more, but Australia have a wonderful opportunity to get a significant lead if they bat well. England will. They must change their plans. They must be more disciplined with the ball, because if they keep going the way they're going at sixes at the moment, If they keep bowling the way they're bowling, Australia will get a significant lead. And as this surface, it's hot and dry. It's hot up here. It's humid. The surface will break up. Some cracks are starting to appear on the surface already on day 2. So batting will get harder as the game goes on.
Yeah. Nathan Lyon clipped. Let's talk about that. He wasn't happy. And Timmy's sitting here thinking, well, if this goes to 5 days, wouldn't mind an end line in the squad.
Yeah, and as he should be. I mean, his quotes were he was absolutely filthy. And seeing him being interviewed and his body language around yesterday, it was pretty obvious that he was annoyed, he was upset, he was disappointed, and probably fair enough too. That surface, there's only 3 mils of grass on it. Normally it has 8 mils. So they've really shaved it back for some reason. And everything just screamed bat first and play a spinner. Yeah. Both teams haven't got a frontline spinner. There's a massive miscalculation on reading this surface by both teams, in my opinion, because frontline spin can play an important role here, and Nathan Lyon's record here over the last decade is pretty good. Yeah,
it's a disappointment. I think they almost got it wrong in reverse, Dizzy, like leave him out in Perth and put him in for this one. So
yeah, that's a fair assessment, Timmy. I think he only bowled a couple of overs in Perth. But yeah, everything screamed play here. You know, speaking to Darren Lehman and Phil Jakes, who both coached here and both played a lot of cricket here, seeing that surface that said screamed bat first and play a spinner.
Or Dizzy, you didn't get the facts, the same facts. The Cricket Australia sent a fax to the curators. We want a 5-day pitch, so just...
Look, we've speculated that as well. It's an administrator's wicket.
That's the word.
Look, it's certainly very. There's still bounce and carry, but there's no sideways movement, and it looks very, very good wicket to bat on, and you just see with the shots that are being played, it's a good surface to bat on.
Well, you're proud of a guy you've had a fair bit to do with, young Jake Weatherall making his first 50 in Test cricket, and I still believe that Travis Head batting with him, he looks more relaxed with Trav.
Oh, I couldn't agree more, Timmy. They're great mates. They played a lot together for South Australia and for the Adelaide Strikers. They get along well, and certainly Travis opening the batting with him in Perth, they put on 75, I think, for the first wicket. I loved how Travis said, I'm taking the first ball. I'm the senior player. I'm the senior Test cricketer. I will take first ball. No doubt it relaxed Jake. He alluded to that after the game, and certainly walking out there today, they went out there and the first 20 balls of the innings were actually dot balls. So they were watchful. They let a lot of balls go. They absorbed some decent bowling at times, but then they just capitalised once they got their eye in and got the pace and bounce of the wicket. Then they've certainly capitalised.
Well done there. Hey, mate, thanks very much for your time. Really appreciate you coming on. I think we're in a good position here at 1 for 130 at the tea break, and really appreciate your time, Dizzy.
No worries, guys.
Fantastic. Jason Dizzy Gillespie there giving us a bit of a wrap-up of that first session for Australia with the bat.
And administrator's deck. Loved it.
Very good.
Here's Nathan Lyon, the audio from Channel 7 last night, if you did miss it.
I come to ground, as I always do, pretty early, about 12 o'clock, and found out about 12:30.
George Bailey's already said that you weren't too impressed. What was that conversation like?
Sure, absolutely filthy, but we can't do anything about it. And to be honest, I haven't really sat down with Ronnie or George yet. I'm letting things settle down in my own head, and it's no secret it's a place where I absolutely love playing cricket, and I feel like I've got a decent record here. I'm not the first player to miss a Test match, and I won't be the last, but obviously I'm pretty gutted because I know the role that I can play within Australian cricket, and especially at a venue like this.
You got to say what you really mean, I reckon.
Yeah, fair. Well done. There was a bit cut out of there. He did say, look, my job now is to help this team win this Test. And he must have said that 2 or 3 times. So he is a team first bloke. He has every right to be a bit filthy, but...
I think they got it wrong.
There you go.
I think they got it wrong.
You're probably right.
They really needed, if they were going to do it in the first Test.
Yeah.
This was not the Test to do it. So, and as soon as you know what that pitch is like, you've got to make that decision there and then go, well, you heard Dizzy. Well, it's 3 mil on it. It's absolutely going to crack up. So, come on.
It's 4:45. Let's check your traffic.
Afternoon at Glenelg East, a crash, Brighton Road near Broadway, Plimpton, a smash and Anzac Highway near Stonehouse Avenue, and Athelston, burst water main, Gorge Road near King George Avenue. Busy South Road, Edwardstown, slow, Brighton Road, Brighton, with a camera, Bartley Terrace at Westlake Shore. Score more at Liquorland. Get 10 times Flybuys points on selected faves, like a pack of 6 375ml cans of Canadian Club and Dry. Ends Tuesday. T's and C's apply. Choose to drink wise. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
City Discount Tires. Get saving this month at City Discount Tires. Grab 3 Falcon Zig ZE 310R passenger car tyres and get the 4th tyre absolutely free. Experience top-notch performance with exceptional grip on both wet and dry surfaces. Steer your way to citydiscounttires.com.au for even more great deals. City Discount Tires. We're driven by value.
Still thinking about a sea change? Think Oakford Homes in Counter Bay. New stage released and selling fast. A variety of block sizes available in a friendly community with brand new low maintenance homes plus the beach close by. Affordable packages, no surprises. Move in now or invest for the future. Fixed price turnkey packages, flat land ready to build. Don't miss out. New stage now released. Visit our display village at Encounter Bay. Oakford Homes, a statement of quality. oakfordhomes.com.au.
Hi, Brady Bit here for Mawson Lakes Mazda. There's still time to make 2025 the year you stopped dreaming and started driving that shiny new Mazda. The end-of-year plate clearance is on now with huge deals on all models. That's 12 months rego free, stamp duty free, plus accessory packs worth $500. No gimmicks, just great deals. Finish the year strong and in sports mode at Mawson Lakes Mazda. Salisbury Highway, just a short drive from the city.
Hi, I'm Sharon, a nurse practitioner with 37 years of seeing nurses and midwives be there for the good days and for the worst days in people's lives. And I'm here to say that we must take action because doing nothing would cause far greater harm. So we're saying no more to being taken for granted, no more to nurses leaving the profession, no more to a system that risks essential services. Standing up for nurses and midwives means standing up for the care we all deserve. It's time for the state government to show respect. Visit respectnursesandmidwives.com.
Authorised by Elizabeth DeBars, ANMFSA, Religion, South Australia.
Did you know that over 200,000 Australians live with epilepsy? That's why CMAX Clinical Research is trialling a potential treatment for seizure disorders and needs your help. If you're aged 18 to 55 and generally healthy, you might be eligible to join this important clinical trial. Spend 3 nights at CMAX in Adelaide CBD, attend 1 follow-up visit and get paid for your time. Your chance to make an impact starts now. Apply today at cmax.com.au.
The wait is over. It's here. The Care Alert Emergency Watch. In a sea of ordinary emergency watches, only Care Alert shines. Fall detection, GPS location. Its brilliance is in its simplicity. All in one elegant waterproof wrist essential. 24/7 protection. Your choice of monitored or non-monitored. This is the Care Alert Watch. Protect the ones you love. Visit carealert.com.au today.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
It's 11 minutes to 5. Chris McDermott is going to join us at 5 o'clock. Slowdown returning in Gather Round next year at Glenelg Oval. That'll be a lot of fun. We'll talk Reds with Adrian Stenter, Terry McAuliffe with his tips, and we'll cross as well back to the Gabba. Tom Wilson to join us from 7.
Well, our mighty 36ers take on Brisbane tonight. It's been billed a bit of a danger game at home. Joining us is ESPN's John Casey. Case, thanks for your time. They've got 2 new recruits and players back from injury. It could be a difficult one tonight.
Yeah, g'day, Rowey. How are you, Timmy? It certainly is going to be. It's a danger game. Mike Wells underscored that when we spoke to him yesterday, and I really think it is because when these teams last played, Brisbane were nowhere near the talent levels that they have here for this one. So Adelaide off a break, haven't played for 2 weeks. And we saw last night that Melbourne were just a step slower after having a week off, and it cost them the game. So, yes, very important game tonight.
Well, we're going for our 5th straight. It's at home. The team's building. They've got some continuity about it, but I love the connection they're building. God, they've got some talent. It's whether Mike Wells can get it together.
Exactly right. In fact, they've got too much talent. You think, well, I guess you can never have too much talent, but Mike Wells has got to try and get minutes for all these players and keep them happy. And as he said yesterday, he's got 9 guys that can start. an 11 that should play, but it's hard to play 11. But you're right, they're going for a fifth straight win. They haven't done that since Christmas 2017, so 8 years ago. They've really put together a great season, and of course, after tonight, they head to Perth on Sunday, and then they host Melbourne here next Friday night. So it's a pivotal time of the year.
What did you give the first half of the season, Case? Was it a pass, a credit, a distinction? What did you think?
Oh, A+, without a doubt, Timmy. It's 10 years since they won their first game of the season. They did that. It's 17 years since they went 2-0. They did that. And 25 years since they started with 3 wins, and that's what they did back in September, October. So, no, it's been outstanding, and as I say, on a 4-game streak at the moment. Their only losses so far this year, they lost to Melbourne by a point in a game that they led for a large majority of it. And, of course, they lost to Sydney and they lost to Perth here as well. Both teams have got a lot of talent. So, right now, they would be very happy with what they've been able to do. Second on the ladder, 11 wins, 3 losses. And 5-1 on the road, I think, is the key, because winning those away games, well, it's been tough in the past. And let's not forget, Adelaide only won 13 games last season, and they've already got 11 here, just near the halfway stage of the new season.
Yeah, we were still in the play-ins, weren't we? So that gives you an idea. Silent Cheatham, he looks like he might be Recruit of the Year. I'm loving his rebounding work.
Indeed. He is one of the recruits of the year, Timmy, without a doubt. And he's one of the most exciting players in the competition, without a doubt. So we're lucky to have him here in Adelaide. Look, he's leading the competition in rebounding. He's top 20 in assists as well, which is fantastic for a big man. And above all that, he's perhaps the best dunker in the competition. So I was just watching the dunk program they've got at half-time, an exhibition, the warm-ups here at the stadium at the moment. That looks spectacular. I thought, well, Zylan Cheatham could just get in the line there and he'd probably show them all up. And they're using mini tramps and other bits and pieces. So
he doesn't need it.
Zylan's been great. He don't need it, no.
I tell you what, I haven't seen enough of him yet, this Troy Brown, but when he learns this game plan, I reckon he's going to be an absolute diamond talking about talent.
Yeah, well, look, he certainly comes well credentialed, doesn't he? You know, he's his first few games, he's still trying to find his feet. But, look, he comes with 6 years and almost 350-plus games of NBA experience. They paid him over $20 million US when he was there. He's a first-round draft pick. So he comes highly credentialed. But we see it with a lot of imports, and we're going to see it tonight with Brisbane's new import in Terry Taylor. Look, he comes highly credentialed as well, and as does Wes Owundu for the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix and David Duke from Perth. But sometimes our game is a little bit different. It's more physical, and they've commented about that, and we just play at a different tempo and the way we go about it. So even though you've got a great CV, doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to be a star. But certainly I can see Troy Brown bringing a lot to the table here for the 36ers.
Well, we know one that is, and that's Bryce Cotton. Let's park this one. We'll win tonight, Brisbane. We got Perth in Perth, which is our next game. Will they need to do anything different to help Bryce? Because, God, they picked him apart last time, didn't they?
Perth is still a problem for us. Always.
Yeah, without a doubt.
We play there okay, but away we normally go right over there.
Yeah, but look, you know, don't. I wouldn't write Brisbane off just yet, because when these teams played last time here in Adelaide, it was round 2, and Bryce Cotton had 39 points, and Adelaide won by 7. So if they can restrict Bryce to 29 points, well, that puts them 3 points in front. Now, yes, Casey Prather isn't here for Brisbane tonight, but they've got a new import, as I mentioned, in Terry Taylor, and the 2 players that would be first cab off the rank and second cab to guard Bryce Cotton didn't play last time. Now, Sam McDaniel is one of the best defenders in the competition. He's back from injury tonight for Brisbane, big plus. And Mitch Norton, who is, again, a very good defender and one of the toughest customers you'll meet in the NBL, he didn't play the last time these sides met, and he would have been the second choice to guard Bryce Cotton. So with their 2 key defenders back, you would think that they're going to shave some off that 39 that Bryce scored. If Terry Taylor can pick up the slack that Casey Prather has left, given his absence with that injury, they're right in it here, Brisbane. I certainly wouldn't be ruling it out, and that's why I think it's a danger game for the 36ers.
Yeah, well, yeah, and fair.
I'll build it as that, but you're talking him up, Casey. He'll be us by plenty, mate.
No, I don't trust him anymore. He said Joe Root wouldn't make 100 yesterday, John, so I don't trust him at all.
I should have stayed home.
Dear. Now, DJ, he's had to play a very, very different role this year. I think, 1, he appears to have handled it really well, but 2, when he's given that opportunity, that, you know, we've had a bit of last quarter blues, he just smashed that out of the park with his 17 in that last game. That was amazing.
Yeah, he really picked it up when they needed him, didn't he? Because, he had 22 in that game, a season best. He hit 6 of 9 threes, and that's the value that DJ brings. And, look, hats off to him because he had to take his medicine, back to the bench, started the first 10 games, and now he's waiting behind players that you would think are probably he's ahead of in terms of talent and pecking order. But the coach, Mike Wells, said yesterday he wants to experiment. He's going to do that again. So I don't see DJ coming back into the starting 5 anytime soon. But a very good coach once told me it's not who starts, it's who finishes. And DJ certainly finished it against the Phoenix in their last game. And he could just be that X factor, and already a 2-time championship winner with the Kings. He's saying all the right things as long as he can keep his head in the game and just, wear this and contribute. And he says he's after a championship, doesn't care about individual accolades. That's the mindset you need. And particularly, and that can give Adelaide a boost off the bench because they're last in the league in bench scoring. They rely so heavily on Bryce Cotton and on Humphreys and on Cheatham and on the starters. So they do need a little bit of a boost off the bench, and DJ's providing that. And I think they can, as long as they can move that into a positive rather than a negative scenario, then they'll be okay.
And, John, we are interactive. We got the unique Homestyle Food text line busy here, and you need to answer this one, yes or no. Is John Casey paid to laugh at Timmy's jokes on the Sample telecast?
A great deal of money.
Great. Love your work, mate. John Casey, forever the professional.
Well done,
and he can't tell a lie.
Well, maybe he needs to do a nudie run down the end of the Henry Jetty. ESPN's John Casey there. The mighty 36ers take on Brisbane tonight. Can still get tickets. Walk up. Tip off 7:05.
Still time for your calls for that Rusden Blackguards. 8223 0000. Time for the 5 o'clock news.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
The Snooze Cyber Week sale is on now. Save up to 60% off selected mattresses and up to 40% off selected bed frames. Hurry, Snooze Cyber Week ends Sunday. Exclusions, T's and C's apply.
What a little snooze can do. Caring for someone you love is rewarding, but it can be overwhelming. Juggling work, appointments, the home, and trying to make sure they stay safe and supported. It's a lot for one person, but you don't have to do it alone. At Nurturing Independence, we step in gently with personalised support from people who truly understand the challenges. We help your loved ones stay independent and confident at home while giving you breathing room. Find out more at nurturingindependence.com.au.
Yeah, well, the big supercar race was won on Sunday. It was fantastic, which means the big race plant sale is now well underway.
Yeah, it is. So make no mistake, the BP Adelaide Grand Final plant sale is the biggest plant sale of the year in the Southern Hemisphere right now, and it's at Vic Park. All those plants that were in the stands, the marquees, the corporate hospitality areas, they're up for sale. They've got to go.
They certainly do. This is your once-a-year opportunity, and you'll pick up the top quality decorative indoor and flowering plants, gardenias, ferns, hedging plants, feature trees, including all sorts of
Ficus lyrata and topiaries.
Drought-tolerant plants, and all at ridiculous prices, Stephen.
Ficus, you've got to get that one,
Ficus, okay.
Imagine if you put the U before the I. Make sure you get in early for great bargains. It really is once-in-a-year opportunity.
It is. The BP Adelaide Grand Final plant sale on now until Sunday at Victoria Park. Enter through Gate 1 off Halifax Street and follow the signs.
Princess Cruises has released the return of the most anticipated cruise itinerary, the Circle Pacific, sailing in June 2028. Cruise round trip from Sydney and spend 94 beautiful nights on board Grand Princess, visiting the South Pacific, Hawaii, Japan and Alaska. Book with Phil Hoffman Travel and receive free airfares to Sydney, transfers and bonus onboard spending money. Contact Phil Hoffman Travel, voted Australia's most outstanding travel agency 2025, 13-time winner. Visit pht.com.au.
Adelaide's local, trusted and truly connected talkback radio station. 5AA, always Adelaide.
Be inspired with a trip to Virginia Home and Garden. Not only will you find 12,000 square metres of indoor and outdoor plants, fruit trees, ornamental trees and much more, you'll also find the perfect pot. Virginia Home and Garden has pots in all sizes, colours and textures, so you can match your new plant to your home decor or create a relaxing haven outdoors. Nurture yourself with nature at Virginia Home and Garden, not just a nursery.
The news and information that matters. This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
The chance of a shower tonight and tomorrow, a high of 22. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Kendall Brettig.
Be the first to test drive the all-new Mitsubishi ASX at Agostino Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Mawson Lakes.
Vincent Tarzia has quit the Liberal leadership only a week after stating he wasn't going anywhere, but he maintains he hasn't been undermined.
No colleague has pushed me. There's been no letter, petition signed or anything like that. No colleague has told me to step down. This is a decision that I've made of my own accord.
He's vowed to support the next party leader and says his focus is now on serving the people of Hartley and being present for his young family. Deputy Liberal leader Josh Teague has ruled himself out.
No, I won't be standing for the leadership of the party. I've stood in the past and at all times with the best interests of the party and the state in mind. What I will do is I will be ready to serve the leader who the party room selects on Monday morning.
Ashton Hearn says she'll consult with her colleagues over the weekend. 12 men will face court after an operation targeting the Rebels bikie gang. The crime gang's task force launched it back in January after identifying a suspected drug trafficking network. Detective Superintendent Shane Addison says 15 residential and commercial properties have been searched in the northern suburbs.
Police have seized various illicit drugs, 2 pill presses, numerous vehicles and approximately $42,545 in cash. Of significance, the searchers recovered a loaded firearm at Salisbury South, along with 6 cars and 3 motorcycles seized from Cuddler.
Police are also investigating if the operation's linked to a shooting at Para Hills on Monday. A man's been reported after a grass fire at Nuriutpa in the Barossa Valley yesterday. The 30-year-old was using an angle grinder in the fire danger season. He'll face court at a later date. There's concern children will circumvent age limits as the social media ban comes into force next week. Michael Packey reports.
From next Wednesday, children under 16 will be prevented from logging onto their social media accounts as part of a world-first push to get kids off their devices and restrict their exposure to inappropriate material. The Albanese government admits the initial rollout won't be smooth. Steve says his 12-year-old daughter has already been identified as an 18-year-old on the Roblox platform.
If she denied that classification, she then had to show ID. What ID does a 12-year-old have?
The opposition's Matt Canavan voted against the ban, arguing it's up to parents to monitor what their children are up to.
There are major issues, of course, with social media, but where are the parents here? Why aren't the parents involved?
Platforms which fail to comply with the new rules will face fines of up to $50 million.
A former student has been arrested for a second time after she was allegedly found responsible for the continued cyber hacking of Western Sydney University. The 27-year-old's accused of using a modified mobile phone to compromise the uni's student management system and creating false material in a bid to clear her name. Legendary guitarist Steve Croppers died at the age of 84. He played in Booker T and the MGs and wrote Sittin' on the Dock of the Bay with Otis Redding and Wilson's Picket in the Midnight Hour. But he's probably best known for his hit Green Onions. And Oprah Winfrey has jetted into Adelaide saying she plans to go hiking while she's here, possibly at Waterfall Gully. She'll continue her tour at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre on Saturday night. Now turning to 5AA Sport, and the AFL bosses welcome the Tasmanian Parliament officially voting in favour of a roofed $1 billion AFL stadium. Upper House MPs in Hobart debated the crippling cost until late last night, eventually voting 9 for and 5 against. Andrew Dillon says it's now full steam ahead.
It's an historic day for the Tasmanian Devils Footy Club. We've had a long and detailed process in relation to the planning for the stadium, but with the vote last night, we now have certainty. A lot of hard work's gone into it. It's a great day.
Australia's won for 130 on day 2 of the second Ashes test at the Gabba. Travis Head, the man out for 33.
Straight up in the air, should be taken, has to run back with the flight, does take the catch. Cast breaks through, knocks over Head. Atkinson takes the catch. An unusual full ball. Normally would have gone over mid-wicket, but England get the first, and it's the big one.
And that audio from Fox, that's in reply to England's first innings of 334. In the Sheffield Shield match at the Adelaide Oval, SA is 1 for 45 after bowling Tasmania out for 195. And in the women's BBL, the Adelaide Strikers take on the Hobart Hurricanes tonight. And at the Australian Golf Open, Rory McIlroy is now 1 under through 17 holes in his second round. Portugal's Daniel Rodriguez and Denmark's Rasmus Nygaard Peterson leads at 9 under. Minwoo Lee's a shot behind and Adam Scott 2 shots off the pace. Now checking FIVEAA traffic.
Gillers Plains, Carvey Tree, Sutholtz Road near Blacks Road, Glenelg East, a crash there, Brighton Road near Broadway. Another collision at Plimpton, Anzac Highway near Stonehouse Avenue, and got a burst waterway in the Southern Athelston, Gorge Road near King George Avenue. Busy South Road, Edwardstown, slow, Brighton Road, Brighton, with a camera, Military Road, West Beach. AirAsia is turning 24 and giving you up to 24% off all seats, all flights. Fly Adelaide to Bali direct from $215. Book at airasia.com. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
The chance of a shower tonight and a possible shower and thunderstorm tomorrow, a high of 22. Partly cloudy and 21 for Sunday, sunny and 27 on Monday and 29 on Tuesday. At the moment, 24. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Brenton Radless.
We begin tonight with breaking news.
With the news that matters to you.
The government insists it's a win for the state's economy.
9 News is covering the stories that matter to South Australians.
Brazen daylight firebombing attack at the Torrensville supermarket.
Adelaide is your city. 9 is your news.
Hi, I'm Steve Wormald from Walco Liners and Covers out at Paraka. We're a manufacturing business. We'd never done radio. Contacted 5AA and were teed up with James Wellham. After I touched base with James, we had a meeting. We also got hooked up with Creative from 5AA. I had a strategy on timing of the ads. I didn't have really any clue on the content of the ad. So Creative, and I was trusting. I don't know anything about content, and I just said, go for your life. Do whatever you want. And I think you've got to do that. When you come to AA, Creative, let them do their job, which is exactly what we did. We just went, go for it.
To get your message out there and grow your business, visit 5AA.com.au and hit the Advertise With Us link for more information.
Streaming live via the 5AA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is 5AA, always Adelaide. Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
8 after 5 on a Friday night. Great to have you with us. The test match is on. It's T. Australia are 1 for 130. We'll go back there to the Gabba very shortly. Tom Wilson standing by for us from 7 News. We're going to speak to Adrian Stenter from Adelaide United. Big double header for them on Sunday here in Adelaide. Terry McAuliffe with some tips. We'll cross to the Adelaide Oval as well. Sheffield Shield action day 1 today for our Sackers. They're up against Tasmania. We've bowled them out for 195. SA 1 for 53. And your calls for Rusden Blackguts 8223 0000. When did you put down a big statement or a big bet?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you what, this man should be given an award. There's no doubt about it. Over many, many years has raised millions of dollars for seriously ill children. He was a terrific footballer himself, 85-86 premiership player with the Glenelg Football Club, was the inaugural captain of the Adelaide Crows, and also a man who helped create Slow Down. And it's back. I speak none other than Chris McDermott, Little Heroes. How are you, mate?
Hello, boys. You're trying to get your old job back.
Hey,
Rowey, you can move him on whenever you like, fella.
Bone, I always say only get sacked once. That's it. You can't go back. Now, slow down.
Good point. But it was a good day, yeah. So we only found out yesterday, or got the final tick of approval yesterday, that
the slowdown could come back. So it's pretty early days, but pretty exciting. It's been, I think it's 6 years since we played the last one, and sort of through that COVID period, it wasn't possible. So looking forward to it, Timothy.
Now, it's going to be State of Origin, is that right?
It's going to be State of Origin, yeah. I thought just given it, we got into gather round, which was just fantastic, and, that took a little bit of work. So I think it probably works better than any to have an SA Victoria, and given, the State of Origin returns sort of in February next year, and South Australia are trying to get probably the game the year after, it just seems like an old-fashioned State of Origin slugfest would be good.
And you probably know a bit more than us, but it looks like it'll be Saturday the 11th of April, Glenelg Oval, and it will be like a double header with the Sample State game?
Triple header. Now, I think the girls play first.
Wow.
The boys play at 2:30 and we'll play at 6:30. And, when we first were thinking about it, we spoke to Hataf Rashid at the government, and, Zoe Bettison was really good about where it fits best in gather round, if it fit at all. And, part of me liked the Wednesday as a sort of a lead up to it. But then when Saturday and Glenelg Oval became available and under lights, we've been there before and played there before and got a good crowd. And to be able to follow on from the SANFL state game, it was too good an opportunity to turn a blind eye to. So looking forward to being back at the Bay Oval and on that day.
Chris McDermott Bone, our guest, Little Heroes founder and board chair. You were one of our state's great warriors at State of Origin, captain, and very, very successful. You know what this means, Bone. If we are truly going to do it, you're going to have to play and you're going to have to captain.
Stephen, I'll play if you play, and you've seen me walk the last couple of years, and seriously, that is one thing from the very start of it. I am not even considering playing. So,
no. Is there some sort of age restriction on this?
About 53.
But if we look at it, because it's State of Origin, we haven't played it since, what was the last year?
99.
99. Well, there you go. So we're all going to be in our late 50s, some early 60s. Sticks and Braddles and Platten and Bone and Jarman times 2. You can nearly name our team from those eras. It was just incredible. So how are you going to get the soldiers up, Bone?
They're going to be in Gophers.
Stephen, so when we got approval yesterday, I'd spoken to A. Jarman about a month ago when it was sort of being flagged, and so I knew he was in. I rang T. Modra and I said, Mods, I need you to play one more game, take one more mark, kick one more goal, and that's it. So he's in, and Andrew McLeod's in. So, my first three were
how good.
Three pretty good roosters.
You got one bloke who can run out of those three. You got one who can run.
Well, McLeod looks better now than he did when he played.
He's unbelievable.
And Mods looks like he's eaten
But Mods did his back in at our golf day. He was no good.
Well, here's the thing, the great thing. What is it? It's round 5. There's plenty of time to get yourself in nick.
Oh, okay. Yes, understandable.
Isn't there?
You know the old rule, Timothy, that training was not
illegal.
Compulsory. In fact, it was preferred you didn't train and that you went in as under-prepared as you could possibly be.
Well, you couldn't take the risk of injury. That was the problem with training.
Right.
I remember the last one, Bone, that Timmy was a part of, and there was one rule. Right. You can't tackle Leighton Hewitt.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct.
Remember that? Yeah.
Don't touch.
That was a beauty.
We're trying to find a couple of those other sporting personalities to play in there. The influencers are big now, so whether a Dan Garinge could play, that all played in the Melbourne game earlier in the year.
Well, he broke Dave Hughes' ribs. Did you saw that one when Dan Garinge broke Dave Hughes' ribs?
Yeah, I want Dave Hughes to play as well. I reckon it's a rematch. I can see it.
Ding, ding.
Correct.
That is sensational. Now, there has to be, I want you to do it like the AFL, mate. I want you to leak a couple of names each month to the media and just, sort of build it up, and then another couple of names you release, and you're going to do the whole thing all the way through to April, just releasing names as you pick them up, like a FIVEAA or something like that. Remember the last time we got him?
All you need to do...
Yeah, I do. Don't worry. He's on the list.
He's on the list.
Just get Martin Leslie at centre-half back and Dermot Burton at centre-half forward, and then there's your show around that.
You got to go.
Hey, last time I spoke to Kojak, he was in Port Lincoln fishing with Brenton Sweeney, and highly unlikely to make a return to Adelaide.
Yeah, again, they're all over 60. That's the issue. But there's plenty of players, I would imagine, that didn't get the opportunity to play State of Origin, Chris, because there hasn't been played since 99. And for some Victorians and South Australians be wearing that Guernsey for the first time.
And I guess the beauty is playing in gather round, everybody's here.
Yeah, that's right.
Past players, old boys, young boys, there's so many people here. You got a lot of sort of players to choose from. So it was a bit easier and saved you a bit of money too, Tim, if they can all get themselves over here rather than fly them all over. So we're sort of looking, we need to know what it's like in the old days, Tim. I reckon you used to have to go through about 75 players to get to your 45 or 50.
Absolutely.
So, I might just need to borrow your little black book.
Yeah. Hey, Bone, while we got you, what's your latest Little Heroes projects? To think that you're over 30 years now, aren't you?
We are 30 years, Stephen, on May the 30th this year.
I thought so. Oh, my God. Mate, I couldn't be any prouder of you because I was pretty much there from day one with the little fella that founded it with you, with you and Freddie. To think that you're here, mate, it's a credit to you and all your team and everyone behind you with your volunteers. So what's one of the little projects now that this will help fund? Yeah.
Well, to tell you the truth, Stephen, our little projects are big projects now. So I think you probably would have heard that we're doing work in childhood dementia space, which a lot of people haven't heard of. So apart from education, we're into research for the first time in 30 years because there is no cure and there is no treatment. There's only bad news stories. So that's the dream for us. And we're at Flinders University with their research department there, working hard to try and find a breakthrough. So that's where all the money from the next slowdown and future slowdowns and all of our fundraising goes to.
Fantastic. Fan-bloody-tastic.
Coaches for both sides. Graham Corns would have already, after this, he's already rung you?
No!
Jacked again.
Sacked again. I love it. But you'd have a few...
I haven't really gone, honestly, that far yet. So just keep an eye on your mailboxes, you two, or your inboxes and see what invite comes your way. But it's hard to go past Graham. And he'd probably already got his team picked. I'm surprised.
He's already done it. That's what I'm saying. End of this interview, he'll fax it through to you.
He will. I can give you our word that Timmy and I won't say no. We won't be playing. But if you need a runner, or if you need whatever you need, this station and this show will be right behind you, Bone.
Well, any chance you two could sing the national anthem?
No, Timmy will.
Yeah, I've had a crack at it before.
I think you've already done it, Tim.
Timmy's done it.
Yeah. But turn the microphone on this time. Didn't go that well last time.
Have you honestly sung the national anthem?
I did, and the microphone wasn't on. There's footage of it. There's footage of it. Exactly. Don't bring it up. Oh, God, I tell you, this is horrendous. We will follow it, Bone. We'll give you plenty of support on this. It sounds fantastic, mate. And I think around Gather Round will be fantastic. And, of course, the most important thing, raising money for seriously ill children with the Little Heroes Foundation. Well done, Bone.
Good on you, boys.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, boys.
What a champion, eh?
See, I reckon it's endless for Bone with this because I think you just hit a thing. Us oldies, no good. But imagine Rory Sloane, who's a Victorian, never played State of Origin for Victoria, plays for Victoria, and a Scotty Thompson, playing for
South Australia.
You could pick a team from that era.
Yeah.
Now, so long as Bone's obviously going to be there, but Kerners will be there, Platten will be there, Jarman will be there, and Andrew will play, and Darren probably as well. So you get a sprinkling of them, but you pick those Rory Sloane, Scotty Thompson types.
Mate, they're the guys you want to see play too, because a lot of them are around probably late 30s, maybe early 40s.
But that's what I mean.
They're still capable.
100%.
I know that I sort of fell off a cliff after 40, but I still played these. My last one was at 50. It was ridiculous. Paul Stanley of KISS came out on the Oval. I'll never forget it. And the
Poke his tongue out?
The Gowans brothers, there was one on the Crow side and one on Port side. they stopped the game and ran straight for Paul Stanley. They were massive Kiss fans. It was unreal. Yeah.
My last one, I had to retire because Damien Hardwick tackled me, and he just retired.
Yeah, see, they don't
Now,
quite,
I would have been 50, and he was like 30.
They don't get it.
Just smashed me.
Yeah. There's nothing worse because you haven't played. You're not conditioned for that. And when you get tackled, it's like, oh, please, stop. I remember somebody got me very early, Nigel Smart, and Crocodile rolled me.
Oh,
and I was like, please, stop. I want this to end.
Who would you like to see it slow down?
But you know what? Kept going back. Who do you want to see?
8223 0000.
Great call on Scotty Thompson, and I like
Well,
that
just
one.
as an idea, but again, you'll get celebrities or TV or a movie star or a Hemsworth or I don't know, these influencers. Who the hell are they?
A Nick Revolt wouldn't have played state footy.
There you go.
No. So
and he'd support it.
Still in good nick. We'll be here.
Yeah. They're the ones.
They're the ones you want.
Oh, God, that'll be exciting. So it's going to be the Saturday before after the state game and the women's state game.
Around about 6:30.
A triple Kabunski at Glenelg Oval. That is smart.
Darcy's already texting saying he'd love to see Travis Boak rolling around out there. And here's a good text, no name on it, but it says, here is the coach, Gary McIntosh.
Oh, well.
Well, he's currently coaching in the minute.
He's coached everything else.
Yeah,
well, he's back out with Paynham.
He's unbelievable.
Mac will be in it.
Send him in, 8223.
I think he'll coach. He won't play. He played the last one that I organised with Bone.
Did he?
And he played. He didn't want to. And got him out. And it was really good. And Dermot Brereton beelined him. Went up to him, gave him a big hug. It was really amazing. 84 international team.
He's actually a good mate with him, yeah.
It was great. And it was one of those moments where you go, you can see that connection from playing together for Australia.
Our best caller tonight wins a Ruston Blackgut Shiraz, so get involved in the show. 22 after 5 and Australia at the Gabba will cross there next. They are 1 for 133 as we return from the tea break. We'll check your traffic around Adelaide.
Afternoon at Gillis Plains, a Carvey Tree, Sutholtz Road near Blacks Road, Glenelg East, a crash, Brighton Road near Broadway, and Plimpton a smash, Anzac Highway, Stonehouse Avenue. Busy at the moment, South Road, Edwardstown with a camera, Crittenden Road at Findon. Sip into summer with the faster pasta cocktail favourite. Enjoy a tangy limoncello or refreshing Aperol spritz, but only for a limited time at Faster Pasta. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Still thinking about a sea change? Think Oakford Homes in Counter Bay. New stage released and selling fast. A variety of block sizes available in a friendly community with brand new low maintenance homes plus the beach close by. Affordable packages, no surprises. Move in now or invest for the future. Fixed price turnkey packages, flat land ready to build. Don't miss out. New stage now released. Visit our display village at Encounter Bay. Oakford Homes, a statement of quality. oakfordhomes.com.au.
Princess Cruises has released the return of the most anticipated cruise itinerary, the Circle Pacific, sailing in June 2028. Cruise round trip from Sydney and spend 94 beautiful nights on board Grand Princess, visiting the South Pacific, Hawaii, Japan and Alaska. Book with Phil Hoffman Travel and receive free airfares to Sydney, transfers and bonus onboard spending money. Contact Phil Hoffman Travel, voted Australia's most outstanding travel agency 2025, 13-time winner. Visit pht.com.au.
Hi, Brett Ebert here for Mawson Lakes Mazda. There's a lot to like about Mawson Lakes Mazda. They'll take care of you with next day servicing, complimentary loan car, vacuum and wash. And your breakfast or lunch is on them. Your car gets the love too with their state-of-the-art service centre, brimming with top-trained mechanics. At Mawson Lakes Mazda, they'll look after your car and look after you. Mawson Lakes Mazda, just a short drive from the city.
I'm high! The Excelsior Hotel has always felt like home. And for seniors, it's always been great value with 20% discount on selected bistro meals. Yep, 20% off. Feeding the whole family? Bring them all Saturday or Sunday for live acoustic music from 5 p.m. And kids eat free. Some conditions apply. The Excelsior Hotel feels like home, but better. You just know it's a Barreau Hotel.
Keeping things cool is serious business, and for supermarkets, liquor stores, wineries, petrol stations and office buildings, Control Air Australia is the quiet backbone behind it all. Their advanced refrigeration and air conditioning tech cuts energy use, keeps produce fresher for longer and stands up to our toughest summer conditions. Plus, Control Air Australia's large team of technicians means service is fast, often within hours. Control Air Australia, commercial refrigeration and air conditioning, the cool behind South Australia's biggest brands. controlairaaustralia.com.au.
Adelaide Central Plaza is giving you the chance to win an Audi Q3 Sportback 35, valued at over $62,000 from Audi Solitaire. Shop this Christmas at Adelaide Central Plaza for your chance to enter. Spend $150 at David Jones, or $50 at specialty retailers, or $15 at any food outlet or service retailer. T's and C's at adelaidecentralplaza.com.au. Adelaide Central Plaza, the home of David Jones and Rundle Mall. SA licence T25/1350.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
It's 25 minutes to 5. Just before we get to the Gabba, we found the video.
Silence. Microphone not working.
There it is.
He's in.
With golden soil and wealth on our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gift, our beauty rich and rare.
You nailed it, mate.
In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair.
Hang on.
In joyful strains and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Well done,
No.
Timmy. Well done, Timmy.
Now, I'll paint a picture. You're wearing an absolute bowl of fruit. Look,
Yeah.
$1 million.
Yeah.
Look, about 30 years younger because you are.
Yeah.
You got your hands in your pocket, as casual as anything.
Yeah.
The South Australians are laughing their head off
'Cause
because
it
they know
wasn't
it's
working.
not working. They would all know you.
It was funny.
You nailed it.
Yeah,
You've
well
got
done.
ice in your veins.
Oh, yeah. Just as you can see, when it wasn't working, I picked up the microphone, moved a couple of steps to the right to see if it would get going, but the bloke just didn't have the fader up. Simple as that.
Idiot.
Silly.
No, well done. Big
Sacked him.
balls. Live from the Gabba Channel 7's Tom Wilson. Tom, welcome.
Well, thanks, boys. It's beautiful weather up here. I know it has been in Adelaide, but what's even more beautiful is the way that we're belting these comps.
Well, I was just going to say, England all out for 334. We're in. We know that Trav's already out. We're 1 for 137. Jakey Weatherall, 64 off 68. It's flat. It's there for him a ton.
Oh, it absolutely is, Rowey. And I actually was in the commentary area and I saw the great Uncle Buff Lehman, Darren Lehman, and I said, geez, Jakey's batting well. And he just said, Tommy, don't say that. Touch some wood, touch some wood, touch some wood.
Yeah.
And I haven't moved since. I've been watching. It's all about, what's the word I'm looking for? Everyone's got those superstitions, but watching him bat out there, the confidence that he's got. We saw it when he played for the South Australian Redbacks. I know we don't call him that anymore, but that's when he was a star for us back then, and he's just completely dominating the cat.
Yeah, we've been told that it's an administrator's deck. They've sent a fax to the curators. This needs to go 5 days. It's flat. It's flat.
It really is. And look, walking the corridors and you see a few of the Cricket Australia administrators and you sort of say to them, what a test that was over in Perth, 2 days. But you probably want this one to go longer and you just get the nod, the wink. They really want this to go at least 4 days and we've got a good opportunity for that. The fact that the first innings for England, they were able to bat through yesterday and a little bit in today, and Australia, they've just come out knowing when the ball's harder, it's actually easier to score. And when it gets that bit softer, it makes it more difficult. But it's very hard to take wickets here because we haven't seen the venom from the pink ball that we've seen or what we do see at Adelaide.
Yeah, good point there, Tommy. You were in Perth as well. I want you to give me an idea. How does the Gabba test compare to the Perth test so far as the crowd go, the colour?
Yeah, there's a lot of colour here. Perth, I must admit, the Perth test the year before for the Indian series was very flat. But they turned out in their droves. There was a lot of the Barmy Army there. It's sort of easy to get there from the UK. But I tell you what, last night in this final session, you're probably at home watching it on Channel 7. Once the heat was sapped out of the game, or not the game, the weather, the drinks really started to kick in. And when Joe Root was belting his 100, the Queenslanders, they love the 4X gold, and they were certainly enjoying themselves. So the atmosphere has been fantastic. Probably just gone up a bit of a notch since the Perth Test.
Yeah, good call. I saw looked like 150 people dressed as Scots people in their kilts and everything. William Wallace. Yeah, it was all happening there.
Hey, Tom, we've got to acknowledge Joe Root as much as we don't want to. What a knot.
It was fantastic. And I think every cricket fan, whatever country you support, was happy for him, because it's a bit of a gorilla off the back, but we know what a wonderful cricketer he is. And, the Joe Root chants went around the ground within the Barmy Army, and he certainly deserves that knock. And you touched on those Scotsmen. We're actually going to go catch up with them shortly. I was speaking to them earlier, and they said, what Australia and Scots have in common is that they hate the English more than anyone else. So they've been in full voice today when we saw Travis Head, Marnus Labuschagne and Jake Weatherall belting him around the park.
All you need to do is get them all to stand up and lift the front of their kilt up.
Why is that, Rowey?
Hey, Tommy, good man. Great cross. We'll keep in touch.
Yeah, absolutely. Great chat, boys.
Yeah, live from the Gabba Channel
cricket
7.
on 7 with Tom Wilson.
He's got all the colour, all the flair, as we said, but yeah, there's nothing like a Scot drunk. They are the best race in the world.
Though, that you can follow the Ashes series around, eh?
So
how good is it?
Job of dreams.
Oh, well, lucky, I suppose.
Yeah. 5:30 headlines are coming up. And we're going to talk Adelaide United next. A double header on Sunday for our Reds.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, I'm Kendall Brettig. Vincent Tarzia has quit as Liberal leader, becoming the fourth state or territory Liberal leader to leave their position in recent months. Victorian police have spent the last 5 days looking inside caves and thick bush at the Mount Buffalo National Park for the remains of fugitive Desi Freeman. At least 4 European countries will boycott the Eurovision Song Contest after it was decided Israel would be allowed to compete. And Australia's 1 for 141 in the second Ashes test at the Gabba. Travis Head the man out for 33. Now checking 5AA traffic.
At Gillis Plains, a carvey tree, Sutholtz Road near Blacks Road, a crash at Glenelg East to look out for, Brighton Road near Broadway, and another collision getting sorted out at Plympton, Anzac Highway near Stonehouse Avenue. Quite slow, the parade at Norwood, quite busy, South Road at Karata Park with a camera, Main North Road, Blair Athol. In Disney's Zootopia 2, rookie cops Judy and Nick find themselves on the twisting trail of a great mystery. Don't miss Disney's Zootopia 2 in cinemas now. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The chance of a shower tonight and tomorrow, a high of 22. Right now, 24. More news at 6 o'clock on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Some breaking news on a really horrific story. David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
A large dog that fatally attacked a 39-year-old woman in Whyalla Stewart has been put down. Emergency crews were called to a Murphy Crescent property just after 4 p.m. after reports the dog had bitten a woman who'd lived at the address. The woman died at the scene.
5AA Breakfast.
This is a desperately poor part of South Australia.
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
It is, as you say, an area that has had its troubles.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Come on in.
We open our doors to people we trust and care about. And for over 90 years, South Australians have been opening their doors to Rest Haven. In turn, we've been opening doors to an easier, better life at home. From personal care to help with the shopping and social outings, you'll welcome the care that Rest Haven brings.
Okay, I'm visiting the bank of Mum and Dad today. Oof, I'm asking for a loan of $6.95. Wait, what? KFC is also serving up 6 of their golden juicy tenders for $6.95? What a coincidence. Not everywhere and not forever. Pick up only.
Hi, I'm Mike Steele, CEO of Care Alert. Over the years, I've always made sure that we keep a presence on 5AA. Being a talk station, they really know how to connect with their listeners, and the results have always made it worthwhile for us to keep on investing. It's always great great when people come up to you and say, hey, I heard your ad on 5AA. That kind of feedback never gets old.
To get your message out there and grow your business, visit 5AA.com.au and hit the Advertise with Us link for more information.
Go Harvey Norman. Shop split system air conditioners now with no deposit, 36 months interest free on a participating Latitude credit card. Shop in store, shop online. Shop the latest in energy efficient air conditioning from leading brands Fujitsu, Mitsubishi Electric, Samsung, Westinghouse and Rinnai. With no deposit, 36 months interest free from Latitude Financial Services. Monthly credit card fee currently $10.95 applies. New customers must be approved. Minimum finance $500. Equal monthly payment plan, T's and C's, charges and exclusions. Shop split system air conditioners with no deposit, 36 months interest free from Latitude now at Harvey Norman.
Here at 5AA, we're all about supporting local. Don't miss the BP Adelaide Grand Final Plant Sale. All those plants are for sale from Monday to this Sunday, Victoria Park. Enter through Gate 1 off Halifax Street.
The Adelaide Showground Farmers Market has a producer's guarantee. Everything is produced by the people selling it, so it's all local. It means you know who distilled your gin, who baked your bread, whose chooks laid your eggs, and who picked your veggies. It means less food miles, reducing your carbon footprint, and your food is tastier, fresher, and often lasts longer. Join as a member at the Adelaide Showground Farmers Market to save 10% on everything all year long. Visit us every Sunday morning from 8:30 to 12:30.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
24 to 6, Terry McAuliffe is right around the corner here on the show tonight. We'll still take your calls, 8223 0000 for a Blackgut Shiraz tonight for our best caller. And the jinx has struck. Unfortunately, Jake Weatherald has just received a Sandshoe crusher from Jofra Archer and has been dismissed for 72 off 78. He went off the ground to a round of applause from the crowd at the Gabba, but you could tell he was pretty heartbroken by the fact that he's been dismissed and was so close to what could have been a maiden Test 100.
Yes, pretty sad there, just being able to... I think Tom Wilson was the one who did it too.
He moved in his chair.
He moved,
the
and
idiot.
That was it. So.
Does he know that simple rule? Don't make big predictions in golf.
In any sport.
In
any sport, Stephen.
Kiddie mistake, that one.
Well, we're not going to jinx this mob. They've got a big doubleheader on Sunday.
The
Reds take on Brisbane Roar with the women's team playing beforehand, so it should be sensational. We've got one of their assistant coaches on the line, former head of the women's program, Adrian Stenter. G'day, mate.
Hey, guys. How are we going?
Excellent, excellent. It should be a huge night Sunday at Coopers.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. The women haven't had a game for a few weeks, and good to get them back at Coopers. And, we love playing at home as well with the men's team, and we've had a good record there this year, so hopefully a big crowd comes out and supports both teams.
There's been absolutely no problems for the men winning home games, has there? That's been a no-brainer, but trying to get one away has been the difficult task.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, we haven't had the easiest of away trips. We've already been to New Zealand twice in the first 6 weeks, which is a bit rough. But, we've been competitive in all those matches, but playing in front of a vocal crowd at Coopers always gives us another leg to stand on. So we're really looking forward to getting back there this Sunday.
Is that a little bit of the perhaps the inexperience that we do have in our squad? They do love the crowd behind them and they lift and the like, but maybe the concentration falls away when you're away?
Yeah, it's just difficult to win games home or away. Our league's very, very tight. You can see that just by looking at the table. There's not much difference between last place and first place. So we've had some pretty tough away games, and like I said, we've had opportunities in all of those games and just haven't been able to make the most of them like we have at home.
Adrian, it'd be nice to have a better start. It was flat, and I just feel like we're not yet a team, because we're young, that enjoy chasing the match, chasing the goal. I reckon we look like we're a team that like to get on the board and then we feel like we play a bit more naturally. Is that a fair call?
Probably. Like the games we've won, we've managed to score first and get that momentum behind us. We were a little bit flat against Wellington in our last sort of hit out, but we had to make a few forced changes. We had an unfortunate red card, and then a couple of our more experienced players got ruled out with illness just prior to travelling to Wellington. So we'll be looking for a very strong start, and if we can score first, we're really confident that we can get the job done for sure.
You know the youngies well. Joey Garuccio, 1 touch, 1 goal, 2 minutes on debut. God, it doesn't get better than that, does it? Tell us about him.
Yeah, he's a pretty level-headed character, and very confident young player, and moves very well across the ground, and is very smart as well. He's worked with Ayrton for a number of years in the youth team, so he knows the way we want to play, and certainly made the most of his opportunity, coming off the bench and scoring with his first touch in professional football.
Spoke to Ryan White, and when he came on against Melbourne City, that was a cracking goal he kicked. But I did say in the away losses, it's not as if they throw the towel in. They keep fighting, they keep pushing. Really came back hard, I thought, against Wellington when they were in a lot of trouble. But, even in time on, there were still opportunities being created. So it's not as if they throw the towel in at all, is it?
Yeah, that's 100% correct. And that's the beauty of having a young side. So they just go out there and play what's in front of them all the time, regardless of whether they're in front or chasing the game or, they just love being out there. And no matter what the situation or the context of the match, they're always trying to score and trying to get the result that would be a positive one for us.
Gee, I tell you, Josh Schmitz did a great job in goal, didn't he? I thought he would save some unbelievable opportunities that they had.
Yeah, he's been a really important addition for us this year. Just a bit of that extra experience and leadership at the back, and he makes big saves, which you want a goalkeeper to do. But he's also very, calm and good with the ball at his feet as well. So he's been a really welcome addition to our group. He's fit in really well, and there's nothing better than having a quality, experienced keeper behind you, because it just gives confidence to the rest of the team.
Adrian Stentor, our guest from the Reds. What's the difference between the men's program and the women's?
Oh, the biggest difference for me is just getting used to being an assistant coach again, and not having it all my own way as a head coach. But honestly, there's not that much difference. They're footballers or individuals first, and then footballers second. And they're like every sort of athlete you work with. They just want to do well and get better and really push on and get the best out of themselves. So I've really enjoyed the change. It's been good for me professionally. And, I miss the women's team because we were like a really close-knit family, and I wish them a lot of success. But, I'm really enjoying the new role, and lucky enough that I've been able to do it, at the same club that I've been at for a while.
We spoke to the Crows' new AFLW coach. He's been a part of AFL women's program through Brisbane and other clubs successfully for years. And I said, what's the difference between the two? Similar question I asked you, Adrian. And he said he feels that men play to feel good and women need to feel good to play. And I thought that was really, it resonated with me. Is that the same with you?
I think there's a little bit more purity in the way that the women go about it. They play because they love the game and they genuinely enjoy it. And that's not to say that the men don't, but I guess it's a little more, business-like in the men's program, and a little bit more, it feels like a job at times. Whereas when I was working in the women's program, there was a lot of, just pure joy and love for the game. They're out there because they really enjoy and love what they do. So,
yeah. They've probably got a bit more gratitude, maybe.
Potentially, yeah.
Okay.
Potentially.
Adrian, what is it that we need a bit more of? What are we perhaps just not being able to sustain at the moment?
Just a little bit more consistency. I think a number of people have commented on the way we're trying to play our football. We're a very good footballing side, and like I said, we've been in every match we've played so far. It's just when we're a little bit off, 5% here and there. Good teams in this league will punish you for that. So if we can maintain that level of consistency as much as possible throughout a 90-minute game, I'm sure we'll get a lot more, favourable and positive results going our way.
And our women who will be playing the first game have got 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. They've done everything so far. So getting a home win in front of a big crowd would be an absolute joy for all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. They've had a good start to the year, and like I said, unfortunately, haven't had a game for 3 weeks because they had a bye, and then there was the international window with the Matildas playing, and Their opposition in the previous round was over in Asia, playing in the Asian Champions League. So they're raring at the bit. They've had another little mini pre-season to get themselves ready to go, and they'll come out fired up against Brisbane. It should be a really good game because I think Brisbane's currently top of the ladder.
Should be a cracking night at Cooper Stadium. Get down there on Sunday. Big doubleheader with the A-League women and men playing for the Reds. And we want to get 2 wins. Adrian, thanks very much for your time, mate.
No, thanks for having me on.
Good
Excellent stuff. Adrian Stenter, our assistant coach with the men's program now at the Reds.
Now, we know Plum LBW, Archer, with Weatherall. He didn't even turn around, Archer. I thought you got fined for that. You've got to appeal to the umpire, but he just kept running.
Celebra appeal, they used to call it.
That's exactly right. Smith's not out 3, Labuschagne 35 or 43. Just interesting with Smith, he's a different little character. He fidgets around and all sorts of things. You know, he mimics what he's meant to have done and what he didn't do. He's got the black...
Under the eyes.
Under the eyes. So if you've ever watched the NFL gridiron at night...
They play on the lights.
Yeah, because there's a lot of glow from the helmet, apparently.
That's right. They shines off their cheeks, so they put
the cheekbone.
They put the black paint,
black zinc or
if
something,
you like, underneath, just so it won't reflect up.
Okay.
He's got the same thing on there.
Baseballers do the same as well over in the States. And
maybe
Shiv Chandapal made it famous in cricket. He was, I think, the only one that's done it.
Is that
famously,
right?
at least. He did it his whole career.
It's the reason I'm a Norwood Premiership player. That is.
Okay.
You know that's the reason I went and played there.
Yeah, because
you put the zinc on.
Well, it was night football. And I'd never played night football, and I wasn't going to play until my coach said, "Oh, it's at night." And I said, "Night time?" Because we'd never played under lights. And he said, "Yeah." I said, "Am I allowed to wear that black stuff under my eyes?" He said, "You can wear whatever you like. Just come and play." So there you go.
Good. Well, apparently, light only reflects off a shiny surface.
Is that right?
So they've got to make it matte. So that's why they put the black there. What Steve Smith could have done was got his 80 grit sandpaper out, just sanded he could have sanded the top of his cheekbones.
Yeah.
Is that cheeky?
You sound like Monty Panesar.
Here's your traffic. Terry McAuliffe next.
Afternoon. Got a few things to go through this harbour, but they're not causing too many dramas, which is good. Got a crash at Glenelg East, Brighton Road near Broadway. Another smash at Plimpton, Anzac Highway near Stonehouse Avenue, and a burst watermain at Athelston, Gorge Road near King George Avenue. But having a quick look at the map, there shouldn't be any dramas there. Breakdown at Huntfield Heights, Southern Expressway near Main South Road, and a Camera Days Road, Croydon Park. Don't miss it. Freedom's Black Friday sale has been extended. Save 30% off everything store-wide, but hurry. Freedom's Black Friday sale must end Monday only at Freedom. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
And I tell you what, if you want to head along to Adelaide United on Sunday afternoon, take on the Brisbane Roar, you've got some tickets available. If you call in right now, we've got a double pass to give away, 8223 0055.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Thanks to our good friends at Nordic Furniture, you could be updating your home with a $10,000 furniture package.
Each morning on 5AA Breakfast, 2 listeners will go head-to-head in our daily quiz, with the winner taking a seat on the extremely comfy and very stylish Nordic Furniture Legends Lounge.
It's simple. If you stay on the couch the longest, then the $10,000 prize is all yours.
It's all thanks to Nordic Furniture. Nordic design, handcrafted luxury furniture made in South Australia for over 54 years.
Soft drinks, sport drinks, fruit drinks, energy drinks. The sugar in any sugary drink is sugar your body doesn't need. It can get turned into fat, including toxic fat around your vital organs, which can lead to cancer, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. Our bodies work best on water. It's sugar-free, fat-free, and if you get it from the tap, virtually free. Find out more at livelighter.com.au. A message from Preventive Health SA.
Freedom's Black Friday sale has been extended. Get 30% off store-wide, including sofas, furniture and homewares, plus up to 55% off all mattresses. Hurry must end Monday, only at Freedom.
Friday night is Rusden night.
Yes,
I'm making it a Rusden's
Yes,
night.
it
You know
is.
what I'm going to do? I already know what I'm going to do. I'm heading home because I like the chook shed. Do you know the chook shed?
Or
That's
the
a
Ripper Creek.
ripper.
It is.
I've already got
20,
one ready to go.
$25.
Oh,
Like, beautifully priced.
beautiful.
And elite. Look, there's the Boundaries. There's my favourite, the Black Guts. Still can win it. There's a one up for grabs.
That's
now.
correct.
All the way up to the Sand Scrub and everything in between. What's it? The Poco Locos? The rosé?
Locos, the rosé, yeah.
But they are just a terrific winemaker. 7 generations of grape growing. They've been in Vinevale for years. Related to everyone. They love the region, they support the region, and they'll get you out into the region. But if you go down there, make sure you make your next red a Rusden wine.
It's one of the great tasting experiences.
It is. And go to the cellar door because, I mean, I reckon it's one of those real quintessential. You can pick it up and put it anywhere in France, Germany, anywhere. Yeah. It's just a real Barossa winery.
I've been to France, in the south of France, and gone to...
The Basket Press. The winery's right next to the farmhouse.
We do it. I'm telling you, we do it in Australia far better.
Of course we do.
Far better. And when I say Australia, South Australia, the Barossa, Rusdens.
That's it.
Get yourself there.
Do yourself a favour. Get to the cellar door. Make your next red a Rusden. Check out rusdenwines.com.au.
Okay, you've found your ideal block of land. Perfect location, perfect lifestyle. Now it's time to stroll through the Urban at the Selector Homes Display Village. Intelligently designed for a narrow block, the Urban is packed with space to suit a young family or your upcoming retirement. Contemporary facades, stone facing, stunning courtyard. You'll make the neighbours jealous. Visit the Urban at the Selector Homes Display Village, Port Wakefield Road, Burton.
Don't you just hate it when your joint pain slows you down? For the relief of pain and other symptoms associated with mild arthritis and inflammation, try Arbor Vitae. Like Glenn.
Prior to using Arbor Vitae Joint Health, the pain level in both knees, both hips, my lower back, upper chest and fingers was in the high 8s and 9s out of 10. Now, by taking approximately 30 ml of Arbor Vitae Joint Health each morning, my level of pain would be no higher than 2 out of 10. What a difference. My life has completely changed for the better.
Wow, that's wonderful.
I'm not one who normally recommends natural health supplements. However, Arbor Vitae Joint Health is a wonder that's given me, at 78 years old, a completely new lease of life.
Just like Glenn, Arbor Vitae could have a positive effect on your life too. Arbor Vitae is available now at all major chemists and health food stores. Arbor Vitae, it's wellness backed by science. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Yes, Joffre. A fine reply. Is this the catalyst for England? They needed something. Archer strikes. And Weatherall, the fine innings comes to an end.
That's the wicket of Weatherall. So Australia 2 for 154 at the Gabba at the moment. They're trailing England by 180. They've set a pretty good platform at the moment. Labuschagne, the senior at the crease, 35 not out. Smith's only just come in on 3. Let's do this.
Timmy and Terry's tips.
Terry, if I had a cigar, I'd light it up right now and just puff on it because I had a huge winner for the tipsters last week. A thing called Autumn Frost, I think it was, Terry. 5 each way, I said. Wow.
Oh, gee, credit.
It won at $16.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But Terry gave us a winner as well, so it was a huge day.
Yeah, nothing like your winner, though, from the Richard and Chantel Jolly Yard. That was outstanding work, Jimmy.
That's all right. I'm here to help.
Did he blind squirrel it? Was that a blind squirrel tripping over a nut? Or?
A little bit of blind squirrel, yeah, a little bit of that. But I was proud of it, and I definitely was going to brag about it. Don't worry about that. So, hey, we're at Morphy Park somewhere. But before I do, though, Terry, am I right in saying that the Caulfield and Melbourne Cups will be at Morphettville tomorrow?
Yeah, they will be. And I think you boys had Gavin Fox on, part owner, after...
Correct.
Half yours won them. Yeah, so Foxy's got the cups for about a week. So he had them at Cooper's Ale House, not far from you, actually, just up Pulteney Street there.
Yeah.
Had a group of his friends there he was entertaining, had a video hookup with trainer Tony McAvoy, or co-trainer.
Good.
Lockie Weekly was in the room, manager of Jamie Mellon, who celebrates her 30th birthday on Sunday, by the way, boys.
Wow.
But Foxy's taking, the Caulfield and Melbourne Cups to Morphettville tomorrow as well.
Brilliant.
Isn't that great?
That is brilliant.
We spoke to Gavin.
Put your gloves on. Yeah.
Which was awesome. So put your gloves on, that's right. Don't be touching them with your grubby mitts.
You don't have to wear the gloves. Once it's been won, you can do whatever you like with it.
Is that right?
They just protect it until it actually goes to the... Yeah, till it's won.
Oh, okay. So you're going to have scratches all over it and all sorts. Lipstick,
correct.
wine.
Actually,
lived in.
There's an interesting story with the Melbourne Cup as well, though, boys. I think it was valued at $750,000 when it was made. But obviously gold price fluctuates, so it's worth a lot of money. But, there's a big ownership group. So, what do we do with this trophy? So my understanding from Gavin Fox, it's actually going to be auctioned off in the new year to the owners
and whichever owner wants to pay the most will get the cup, and the rest of the money will be split up between the others.
What a good idea. Has anyone ever sold their Melbourne Cup?
Yep. Yeah, same thing happened, Foxy was telling me, with Gold Trip just recently. They had the same problem. They had a lot of owners involved, so they auctioned it off. And, boys, I reckon I'm right in saying Wolf Blass has actually got the first ever Melbourne Cup. It's certainly one of the early ones, and he has it on display. Wolf in Harndorf has like some sort of a museum there.
He does.
And that Melbourne Cup is on display there.
Goodness me.
Wow, unreal. That's incredible. I love that stuff. That is amazing. Well, good on him. And they'll be at Morpheville tomorrow. And what will also be there, Terry, some winners.
Yes.
Any idea? Any idea?
I reckon race 1, number 1 will win in Habit. There's a field of 6. There's already been 3 scratchings, and there was some talk that the other 2 might be scratched as well, that we might end up with the bizarre situation of having a horse actually run by itself.
No.
Yeah. So at this stage, though, there are still 3 left in, but whatever happens, if Inhabit does have to run against the other 2, it'll be getting the first prize money. It'll be winning, but it's going to be very, very short. The other 2 I like, boys, race 7, number 3, Bristler. He's probably not a good horse to be tipping because he's been a bit unreliable for punters over the journey, but he's going really well at the moment. He's backing up after running second last Saturday. I think he can go one better. And look, Bootlegger did us a good turn recently. I'm going to stick with him in race 8. Race 8, number 1, Bootlegger.
Yeah. Just before Timmy's, just quickly. So if there's only one horse in the race and I load up on it, I clean up, don't I?
Well, you'll just get your money back.
You'll get your money back.
That's about it.
Is that all?
So you put $1 on, you get $1 back. That's it. It's pointless. Pointless exercise.
What's the bloody use of the thing running?
It's no point.
It's running for the $35,500 first prize. That's what it's running for.
There you go.
Oh,
that's what that's about.
So it's got to make the line.
God, you wouldn't want it to stumble, would you?
No, correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, or hit a rail or the jockey falls off. You go, you peanut, get it and get back on it.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing you don't want. Look, we don't want that happening at all. I was also on Bootlegger because I thought the same as you, Terry. I thought that was well and truly due. But I might go, it's been a bit, and it lost to my horse last week, but Swifty Harriet, I think's been very consistent. A couple of seconds. I reckon that one might finally get a win. And for
it's not running, Tim.
Oh,
so
that's out.
It's been scratched. I've got a feeling it might be running at Ballarat. I know Travis Dowdle was looking at either running it here in Adelaide or at Ballarat. I haven't checked the Ballarat fields, but it's definitely been scratched at Morpheville, so it may well be in the field somewhere tomorrow for Ballarat Cup Day.
I'll keep an eye on that. Well, I'll go with Extinguished then in that race 9, number 11, and I'm going with a bit of value. Race 2, number 3, Emerald Reward.
Yeah, just on Extinguished, that's the top tip in the last for Johnny Kelton, our good pal.
Beautiful.
And race 2, number 3, Emerald Reward. He's done a good job with that horse, Barry Corral. He actually got it from the McAvoys unraced. He trains down at Mount Gambier, Barry. Good fellow. He only ever has 1 or 2 horses in work, but he's done a really good job with the horse. He's only had, 16 starts, 4 wins, 4 minor placings, and ran well recently, running first up, ran second. So gate 1 in our girl on, Rochelle Milnes.
Exactly right. Terry, thanks very much. Good luck tomorrow. Racing.com.
Have a great weekend, boys.
Terry McAuliffe, always the ever expert. And been a good run lately.
He's been ripping. Well done to you, Timmy, last week. There's been a saying in a 2-horse race.
Yeah.
Is there a saying for a 1-horse race? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, 1-horse race.
So if everything else is scratched, you get your money back.
I've never seen a 1-horse race.
No, and I think nor is Taz. There could be a no-horse race.
Well, yeah, it'll be very interesting. I'd love, because normally you see them do track work on their own.
Yeah,
and that's about the only time you see it. Yeah.
So okay, you're in the barrier, the gate goes off, it's 1,200
and they're
metres.
racing. It'd be the easiest one to call.
Yeah.
It'd be a boring call.
But we've got to get the call of it. Let's remember this and get the call of it.
Yeah.
But you're not going to flog it, are you? You're not going to get the whip out.
Don't
you
have to do anything.
just canter along.
Yeah.
Just go, woohoo, yeah.
But I think the whole thing will be trying to get a time on the distance and all the rest of it, but it's just like a bit of a track,
so then
experience.
Because I've had a horse that's won. You go into the winner's circle. And it's magnificent.
It is good.
So you wouldn't be able to celebrate.
I jumped in on one
because you beat no one.
You got 35K. I think there's something to celebrate.
Oh, well, I suppose it would be, wouldn't it?
Yes, exactly. Adam's
that's
put
funny.
his tips through as well. Early look at Morpheville. Race 3, number 5, Capulet. Race 4, number 1, Ace Natural. And race 6, number 5, Majestic, I think it's Majestic City. And number 9, Stolen Kiss. 4 for Adam. All right, I'll keep an eye on him, Adam. Good work,
Excellent
mate.
work. Time for us to get to the 6 o'clock news. Australia 2 for 155. Labuschagne 35. Smith on 4. We trail by 179.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G. Local news and information first. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
The chance of a shower tonight and tomorrow, a high of 22. With the 6 o'clock news, I'm Kendall Brettig.
Be the first to test drive the all-new Mitsubishi ASX at Agostino Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Mawson Lakes.
Vincent Tarzia denies he was pushed to quit the Liberal leadership only 15 weeks out from the March election. He says he's stepping down to focus on his young family and his electorate of Hartley.
I'm not bitter at all. I'm calm. I feel relaxed. Whilst it has been a bit of a sad moment to move on from this role, I'm very calm and I want to make sure that I help and support the next leader of the Liberal Party going forward.
Ashton Hearn, who's expected to be the new leader, says she'll be speaking to her colleagues over the weekend ahead of a party room meeting on Monday. Deputy Liberal leader Josh Teague has already ruled himself out. Labor veteran Tom Coutson-Toner says he isn't surprised.
This is worse than Olsen Brown. They are literally really just fighting amongst themselves. They leak on each other. We knew it was coming because they talked to us about it. I mean, they are openly in rebellion with themselves. I've never seen it this bad.
12 men will face court on drug charges after an operation targeting the Rebels bikie gang. During the operation, 15 properties were searched at Anglevale, Cudler, Salisbury South and other northern suburbs. Police seized various illicit drugs, 2 pill presses, numerous vehicles and around $42,000 in cash. Investigations are ongoing and further arrests are likely. Police are also investigating if the operation's linked to the shooting at Para Hills on Monday. Victorian Police Commissioner Mike Bush concedes there is a possibility fugitive Desi Freeman is still alive. Police have carried out a new targeted search for the accused cop killer in the Mount Buffalo National Park. Mr Bush says there's a chance he's still alive, though they are looking for his remains.
It's a possibility. It's also a possibility that he is dead, obviously. There's only 2 possibilities in that frame. But we've got to consider both. As you know, we're researching an area very thoroughly at the moment. We'll see where that takes us, but we're not giving up. We'll be relentless to bring that to a resolution.
The Albanese government's threatening to bring in new laws unless medical specialists reduce their fees. Michael Paggy reports.
Almost 2 million Australians either delay or fail to see a specialist because they can't afford the cost. Over the past 15 years, the out-of-pocket fee has more than tripled the rate of inflation. Federal Health Minister Mark Butler is urging specialists to slash excessive prices or face the consequences.
All options to start to get back under control are on the table.
The opposition's Bridget McKenzie has told Sky News Labor should have acted much sooner.
They've had 3.5 years to get this right.
Separately, the government says bulk billing rates have increased to 81% over the past month as more GPs offer free care.
A new anti-inflammatory drug has been found to slow the progression of Parkinson's disease. Researchers at the University of Queensland have used advanced imaging to demonstrate its effect on mice. They found the drug blocked inflammation and improved motor function. And Prince Harry has appeared on late-night TV in the US taking a thinly veiled swipe at Donald Trump. In a skit with Stephen Colbert, the Duke of Sussex explains why he wants to audition for the role of Gingerbread Prince in a Hallmark Christmas movie.
You Americans are obsessed with Christmas movies, and you're clearly obsessed with royalty, so why not?
Look, I wouldn't say we're obsessed with royalty.
Really? I heard you elected a king.
Now turning to to 5AA Sport, and Crows star Anne Hatchard is open-minded about continuing her playing career at another club. The 27-year-old is contracted for another 2 seasons, and the Crows and Hatchard are now working through their options. She has 3 premierships, 4 All-Australian selections and 3 Crows Best and Fairest awards. AFL Chief Andrew Dillon says it's an historic day for the Tasmanian Devils Football Club after the $1 billion stadium was approved by the state's parliament.
There's been ups and downs, but I've always been really confident that we get to the result where we are today, and there's still a lot of hard work to do before the Devils start in the AFL competition in 2028 and the AFLW later that year, but also starting VFLW and VFL next year.
Australia is 2 for 161 in reply to England's 334 after tea on the second day of the Ashes test at the Gabba. Travis Head went for 33 and Jake Weatherald for 72. While there's a fresh injury cloud over Josh Hazlewood, who suffered an Achilles injury and may be out for the remainder of the series. And in the Sheffield Shield match at the Adelaide Oval, SA is 3 for 116. After dismissing Tasmania for 195. To golf, and Rory McIlroy has narrowly made the cut at the Australian Open at Royal Melbourne. Minwoo Lee's the best of the Aussies at 8 under. Portugal's Daniel Rodriguez and Denmark's Rasmus Nygaard Peterson lead at 9 under. And the Adelaide 36ers take on the Brisbane Bullets tonight. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Evening there, a smash at Plimpton to look out for. Anzac Highway to Stonehouse Avenue, Athelston, burst water main, Corge Road near King George Avenue. Super slow going at the moment, so Donald Rapid Drive just near the airport, and got a camera to look out for on the drive home, Military Road, West Beach. Get 10 times Flybuys points on selected summer faves at Liquorland, like a 750ml bottle of Brown Brothers Moscato Strawberries and Cream. Ends Tuesday. T's and C's apply. Choose to drink wise. Adelaide's most accurate traffic. On 5AA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
The chance of a shower tonight and a possible shower and thunderstorm tomorrow, a high of 22. Partly cloudy and 21 for Sunday, sunny and 27 for Monday and 29 on Tuesday. At the moment, 23. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Brenton Radless.
We begin tonight with breaking news.
With the news that matters to you.
The government insists it's a win for the state's economy.
9 News is covering the stories that matter to South Australians.
Brazen daylight firebombing attack at the Torrensville supermarket.
Adelaide is your city. 9 is your news.
Solar Power Direct's Black Friday sale has been extended for 1 week only. Whether you're looking for savings on your solar system or a backup battery to get through unexpected summer blackouts, make the switch to solar today with Solar Power Direct. Don't wait. Discover extended Black Friday sales and chat with the experts at Solar Power Direct's state-of-the-art Croydon showroom, or browse the range of deals at solarpowerdirect.com.au. Solar Power Direct. T's and C's apply.
You called 1-800-GOT-JUNK?
Yes, I did. Please come in.
Sure thing.
I have a close friend who told me the secret of his happiness the other day.
What did he tell you?
He said to own fewer things, but better things.
Well, he sounds like a wise friend. All you have to do is point.
This feels good. Fewer things, but better things.
We come when it's convenient for you. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK before noon and we'll be there today. Or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.au.
At ADL Support Services, we truly care about personal supports for you. I'm Lisa River. Our family-run, local team provide award-winning NJS services in core supports, capacity building and sustainable housing options. If you or someone you love has an NJS plan or is living with a disability, you can trust ADL Support Services. We're a business big enough to rely on, but small enough to know your name. Find your joy, find your yes and find your place at adlsupportservices.com.au.
Still thinking about a sea change? Think Oakford Homes and Counter Bay. New stage released and selling fast. A variety of block sizes available in a friendly community with brand new low maintenance homes plus the beach close by. Affordable packages, no surprises. Move in now or invest for the future. Fixed price turnkey packages, flat land ready to build. Don't miss out. New stage now released. Visit our display village at Encounter Bay. Oakford Homes, a statement of quality. oakfordhomes.com.au.
If your air conditioner is over 15 years old, it has no inverter, which means it cuts in and out, costing money. REQ Air Conditioning can install a more effective cost-saving system using brands like Mitsubishi Electric. They will also show you how to use it for maximum efficiency. Stay cool, stay warm, save money with REQ Air Conditioning and Energy Solutions. Google REQ Air Conditioning for a free in-home quote.
Get the outdoor living that you want at Garden Grove. Entertaining in the garden? Come and explore the range of new and beautiful outdoor furniture, water features, garden pots and giftware. It's everything you want. Garden Grove, Golden Grove Road, Golden Grove.
Garden Grove, that's the garden. Garden Grove, that's the garden. Garden Grove, the garden that I
Phone
want.
8251 1111 for delivery to all areas. Open 7 days.
They're back. Rock Whiz live in 25. Julia Zamiro, Brian Mankiewicz and the whole Rock Whiz gang are back on the road and heading into South Oz for a couple of nights of music and mayhem. Be part of the fun. Saturday the 6th of December at the Barossa Arts Centre and Sunday the 7th at the Theberton Theatre. Tickets are selling fast. Don't miss out. Rock Whiz live in 25. Get your tickets now at rockwizlive.com.au.
The news and issues that matter to South Australia. Always Adelaide. This is 5AA. The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
10 after 6. Still got some tickets to give away to the Adelaide Giants this weekend. If you want to go, we'll have them very, very soon. And you can visit Morn Team Cheltenham Hyundai. Take a test drive today. Find your perfect Hyundai car. They're at Port Road on Cheltenham, and they bring us the live stream on Facebook and YouTube. We're still streaming on this Friday night. It's 11 after 6.
Yeah, well, SA and Tassie at Adelaide Oval. We rolled them for $195. In reply, we're 3 for $116. Joining us is a bloke that off one knee could sweep Jofra Archer for 6. He's the best sweeper I've ever seen in the history of the game.
Love that.
Alex Ross. Rossi, how are you, mate?
G'day, boys. I don't know what I'm doing in the commentary box, so I can still do that.
I swear to God.
Should try and keep my actual job.
The best sweeper I've ever seen. Now, let's get on with the boys. Jordan Buckingham, fantastic, 4 for 26.
Yeah, brilliant. He's been good, really, since the last couple of games, he's been amazing. He had a poor spell to start the last game, but then all of a sudden now, feels like he's got the bit between his teeth, and today he bowled really well. He was in the contest for his whole innings, I guess, and really made the Tasmanians struggle throughout. He was keeping the stumps in play, and yeah, he was quality today.
Ben Maneni, we had him on yesterday, and I've always loved him when he's captain. I know we've got a good captain. He's a reluctant captain, but his bowling changes, he has been superb.
Yeah, he has been great. He took another good catch today too, and I thought the best thing about Ben Manenti's captaincy today is he didn't over-bowl himself. The hardest time as a bowling captain is to when to bring yourself on. He's obviously got to deal with Lloyd Pope and when to best bowl him. So I thought he did it brilliantly today, and the South Australians are lucky to have him as a backup captain, I guess.
My word.
Alex, I thought we were going to get a bit of an English thing happening with their last wicket partnership. That I think was the 8th wicket. That put on about 50 runs. I was a little upset with that.
Yeah, that wasn't ideal. It was probably the one poor part of the day for the South Australians. You know, they got themselves so far ahead in the game. They weren't really able to capitalise for the Tasmanians still to get to around 200. They let it slip a little bit there, but then they were able to just finish off that innings. And to be honest, now the position they're in, I think they'd take that at the start of the day.
Yeah. Jakey Lehman, he seems like he's got a new belief system in place in the last couple of seasons. He's been able to produce runs when we really need him and hang in there when we need him.
Yeah, I think it really shows that if you keep someone with experience and they keep working on their game, you know, he's a consummate professional, that they end up working it out to a stage where they can be consistent enough to bring other guys through and then bat around them. So at the moment, they haven't well to him tonight, so he's continued scoring at pace and very freely. And to be honest, batting with Jake Fraser-McGurk, who isn't jealous of trying to match his speed. So it's a really exciting partnership, and one people, if they can keep their eyes off the test, should tune in for tomorrow.
Yeah, it seems it's going to cool down in the next couple of days. How will that change conditions?
Yeah, I don't think it'll change too much. It's quite a dry wicket here at the Adelaide Oval. It's 8 mil of grass as well, so it's a slightly different one. I was surprised to see Tasmania bowled out on the first day. They won the toss and batted. South Australia were going to do the same thing, and both sides have picked leg spinners. So it's a little bit different to normal. I don't think the changing conditions will change the way the game's played out that much.
Alex, just the test match is the next one, the third. Adelaide Oval will go 5 days. We know that. Where is the test deck? Is it still sitting out in a tray, or is it out in the middle of the pitch now? Is that a dumb question?
No, it's out in the middle. Was out in the middle. There was plenty of people out there spectating it today. It's always got a lot of interest, but it'll be interesting to see it go back to a day test away from the night test. The Gabba's looking like an entertaining one up there. The crowd looked brilliant last night, and we're being treated to some wonderful entertainment. But, I'm sure people can't wait for the Adelaide test, and hoping it'll go into a 4th or 5th day. But the way that both sides are batting at the moment, it's hard to see any test going 5 days.
Well, the Perth one went to Alex. This one is, they're calling it an administrator's test deck, because the Cricket Australia said it's got to go 5 or we're going to lose money, and ours will be the same. Will we leave 8 mil of grass on there, or the curators will be told to put it down to 3 like the Gabba?
No, I think this will be a bit of a trial for it, to be honest, the one today.
Okay.
I think that the way that it played, there was enough movement for the bowlers, the batters that applied themselves were able to make runs, and it's really fast at the moment too. So It looks like it won't be that tennis ball type bounce that we've seen from Adelaide Oval in the past.
We all want Jake Fraser McGurk to come on at the 4-day, red ball, if you like, test cricket. Has he got it? Can he get the temperament, the technique to be a good Shield player?
Yeah, I think he does. I just think it's going to take time. He's still young. He's still working out his T20 game.
Yeah.
He's played in the IPL for a couple of years, and all that money thrown at him as well. That can be difficult at times. So I think he's still just working out his game. And I think if South Australia are going to be, a real powerhouse, I think he's going to be one of those players they should look to try and develop his game. I think you have to give guys like that an opportunity to continue to play. If we look at the likes of Glenn Maxwell, you almost have to take the 3 misses for the one world-class innings that wins you the game. And I feel like that's the way we need to look at Jake Fraser McGurk.
Alex, would have been nice to see an old teammate, Jake Weatherall, do well today, made 72.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, he's so well set up for Test cricket. You can see the smile on his face. He's a strong hitter, square of the wicket. So I actually think that these 2 wickets he's played on so far probably aren't best suited to him. Wait till he gets on some of these slower tracks that aren't moving so far sideways, and he can really damage the bowlers where other guys are struggling to pierce the field. So he'll be a quality player for the rest of this series, and I'm really happy to see him do well. He's had some challenges over the past, and they've all been very well documented. But to see him living out his dream is awesome.
Steve Smith with the black zinc underneath the eyes, yes or no?
It's a strong look, isn't it? I'll leave my judgment reserved
well done,
for his score this evening, and then when I talk to you guys tomorrow, I'll let you know if it was a good decision or not.
All right, keep sweeping, mate. Well done, Alex. Alex
Brilliant. Thanks,
Ross,
guys. Have a good one.
See you, buddy.
SA cricketer, cricket commentator. Played for the Strikers. I have not seen a better sweeper there ever.
Yeah, loves it.
He honestly would dance down the pitch, not that you do when you sweep, because you just go back, you go down with one knee and sweep.
It's about reading connection.
He could sweep DK Lilly.
Wow.
Jeff Thompson.
I think
Jeff Thompson used to bowl these sand shoe crushers, they called it. He would sweep that for.
Yeah.
He would actually toink that over cow corner.
Yep.
What's this show all about? Big statements?
Yeah.
Yes, I think we just got a couple there.
Oh, you're the cricketer amongst us. Was he a good sweeper or not? What was he known for?
No, that was his nickname, the sweepoligist. He was very good.
See, Timmy, put that in your bologist head.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the other things about Lillian Thompson, though.
Well, you can't sweep a paceman. That's the point.
Yeah.
You only sweep. Probably a medium pacer, Seamer, but more spinners.
Yeah. A bit arrogant if you can sweep a paceman.
Imagine going down on one knee to Joffa Archer off the side screen.
It'd be impossible, wouldn't it?
He would. Knock your block off.
Just a little milestone for Marnus Labuschagne. He's just about to make a 50, perhaps, if he gets there. He's on 46.
Top edge.
He edged it for 4, so there's his 50.
There's his 50.
No, we'll clap that.
Oh, that was a nice way of bringing it up.
Well, it was good timing, wasn't it? So 2 for 180, I think it is, of Australia.
That come on him quick, didn't it?
But he was the first player in world cricket to reach 1,000 runs in day-night Test cricket just moments before. So he it just shows how good his eye is when he sees the pink ball, averaging 66. 400s, might make another one if he keeps going here.
Yeah.
So to make 50, another brilliant effort from Marnus.
What have you noticed more about Marnus Labuschagne?
Oh, he's
about
calmed
his
down.
features?
He's calmed down a bit.
No, his
what do you mean?
features.
His features?
How close are his eyes together?
Oh, right, okay. That's more your field, noticing people's features.
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
that's more you.
His eyes are that close together, he looks like he's nearly got one eye.
Okay, you're talking about
And it's not the brown one. How close are his eyes together?
Yeah,
it's weird.
You reckon like he's sort of like a criminal look? You reckon?
No. They
Eyes
say
can't trust the
Mike Wazowski look.
Yeah.
they say the closer your eyes are together, the better you are for judgment.
Is that right?
So F1 drivers have very close eyes together.
Wow.
See, now blue swimmer crabs are way
No
out.
good.
No good.
Well, I've never seen them drive an F1.
No good.
So that probably backs your theory up.
So there will not be a blue swimmer crab in Abu Dhabi.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
5AA celebrates 12 days of Christmas with SA Rock Lobsters. Ferguson, Australia's raw SA Rock Lobster halves. Deliciously fresh and easy to serve this Christmas. In your local Foodland supermarkets. Merry Christmas from 5AA.
Hi, I'm Lynn Andrews. The Lynn Andrews team have seen a lot of change in real estate over the past 50 years, but one thing remains unchanged. Our passion to help people invest in their future. To build strong property portfolios in either the residential or the commercial sectors. Our commitment to property investment over the years means we have a wealth of knowledge to share. We're here to help you. Visit lynnandrews.com.au.
Your summer escape starts at Camper Agent RV Supercentre. Explore incredible deals on leading brands like Winnebago, Windsor, Kia, Andrea and Design RV. Caravans, camper vans and motorhomes, new and pre-owned, ready for immediate delivery. Whether you're planning a quick weekend getaway or an epic cross-country adventure, there's never been a better time to buy. With trusted brands and friendly experts ready to help, Camper Agent makes it easy to hit the road this summer. Visit Camper Agent RV Supercentre, Parafield Gardens and start your summer adventure today.
What's worse than running out of gas during the Christmas barbecue or the gas burner cutting out right as you're cooking your favourite steak?
Come on.
At Max Built Trading Co, we've been keeping barbies sizzling and meat medium rare since 1946. From refilling gas bottles to those hard-to-track down spares for your gas burner, Max Built has quality products and reliable solutions for all situations. Visit us at Research Road, Paraka, or head to our Facebook page for more.
G'day, Alan Gray here. Speaking mechanic to mechanic, we all know that when you're looking to load up your rig or to do some off-road exploring, the right suspension is crucial. It dictates how much weight you can carry, what you can tow, and how safe and comfortable your ride will be. At Terrain Tamer, our range of GVM upgrades, parabolic springs, smart coils and fortified shock absorbers will get you there and home again without a hitch. To find out more, go to terraintamer.com.
We often talk about cancer as if it's one thing, but there are as many cancers as there are people with it. Because the makeup of every person is unique. Every cancer treatment must be unique too. At SAMRI, our cancer research is not looking for a cure-all, but a cure each. To continue this research, SAMRI needs your help and your donations. Visit samri.org.au to find out more and donate today.
SA. It's who we are. It's what we do. It's where you know your barista by name, and they know yours. Where your fruit and veg shop keeps you smiling with seasonal goodness straight from the farm. And your favourite local spot always comes through with the goods. It's all the things that make us, us. And buying local means $1 spent here stays here. So when you're out and about, look for the state logo and buy SA for SA. A message from the Government of South Australia.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
It's 23 minutes after 6. Rowey's still going on about how Marnus Labuschagne has close eyes. So we put it on the big screen here on the live stream.
Look how close his eyes are. If you're on the live stream, tell me if I'm wrong.
They're even better than Ayrton Senna's, so... Wow, he could have drove F1s. You're right.
He could have driven an F1. Ayrton Senna. Alain Prost.
Yeah, maybe not with the the ears and the wing.
Hello,
dragging,
Steve.
perhaps.
Have you ever seen a blue swimmer crab drive an F1?
No. I've seen plenty of blue swimmers, but never one driving an F1.
Steve, I tell you what.
Backs up his theory, Steve.
Timmy, there might be blue, green, whatever it is out,
algae,
but
yeah,
they're big out there. The blueies are big.
Looking forward to a good
big
season.
summer of blueies.
And they're full of meat at the moment,
They
right?
are, Steve.
That's good news. Now, Steve, we were talking about making a bet that you had to pay up on and the like. Did you have one yourself or know somebody?
Well, I spent the most of my life buying and selling mining and construction equipment, and some time ago I was selling new construction equipment, and I was trying to sell a John Deere grader to a dyed-in-the-wool Caterpillar owner who'd had nothing but Caterpillars all his life.
Yeah, holding him forward, isn't it?
And I got to know him pretty well, and I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you one for a couple of days. Just try it out. And he was one of the best grader drivers I've ever known, even though he owned the company.
Yeah.
So I just left it with him for a couple of days, and then I rang him up, asked him where he was. He said where he was, and I said, I'll catch up with you in half an hour. I went down there and caught up with him, and the grader was there, and he climbed down off it. And I said, well, talked about the features of it a little bit, all the bullshit. Then I said, well, what do you think of it? He said, well, he said, he said, it's really down to the toss of a coin. Without saying a word, I put $1 coin out of my pocket, and I called, you call, and I flipped it. And he called, and he lost. I put my hand out, and said, congratulations, you've just bought it. He shook my hand and said, go to the office and get the order done.
Oh, that is outstanding.
That is
$300,000 grader.
That is so Australian.
That's the
I'll
best
toss you for
sale
it.
you've ever had, Steve.
I will toss you for it. That is outstanding,
But how
Steve.
quick a thinking was that of Steve?
Oh, yeah.
I never said a word. I just pulled
Good
the coin
man.
out and said, you call.
Hey, Steve, I'm a Massey Ferguson man.
Yes, I sold a lot of Massey Fergusons.
Great
a lot of
tractors.
them.
I've still got one.
Wow.
They
Best
invented
tractors.
tobacco.
They did too. There you go. Steve, you know your stuff. I'll toss you for
All right,
one.
buddy.
Toss you for one. Hey, thanks for
Can we
calling,
leave him the
Steve.
black guns?
We can. Do you want to give a
Yeah,
count?
why not? Have a drink on us,
Toss
Steve.
for it if you want.
Steve,
Really?
Yeah.
Ruston Black Gut Shreds. You won't drink a better red this
I've
year.
never tried it.
Well, you will
Listen,
now.
Oh, you go.
Put it aside for Christmas. Have it Christmas
I
Day,
will do,
Steve.
guys. Thank you so much.
Great story, mate. Loved
That
it.
is a-
I'll
I
toss
love
you
those
for it. He didn't even
stories.
say it. Just
No.
grab the coin, bang.
Well,
There we go.
Maria's skeptical already said, was it the old two-headed coin?
Well, he was a salesman.
Steve.
Good point.
Got to
Mariah.
keep the odds in your favour.
Could have been too.
Hey, speaking of prizes, we've got tickets for you and four mates to get along and really entertain yourselves at the Adelaide Giants this weekend if you want to go. Baseball action down at Dicolour Australia Stadium all the way through the weekend. They're up against the Brisbane Bandits. 8223 0055. If you want to win those, they can be yours.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Well, it looks like everyone's favourite Environment Minister, Murray Watt, has done it again.
David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
The man who was slow on the uptake about the existence of the algal bloom and still insists that it is not a natural disaster.
5AA Breakfast.
He's snubbed the farmers in particular of the Eyre Peninsula to have a Bureau of Meteorology radar.
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
Well, they just spent $96 million on a website that everybody hates.